Ba. Ba 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 ba, testing out the sound. I didn't realize the mic was on. I said you've probably been hearing me scrounging around. Gonna switch on over. There I am. Here we are. Gonna mess with the camera. How is everyone? Hope you're all doing good. Let me finish setting up. There that is. Hi, congratulations, Mary Mello. You got offered a job. That's freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm really happy for you. Ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah, all right. I'm glad. I hope you all enjoyed whatever that was. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sir Hero the Brave, Wu-Tan Fool, Gothic Dance Crump. We only heard the ba ba ba. Says Mary Mello. VVN, good to see you. Well, I'm glad you just woke up and were able to join the stream. For me, it is very late. Well, not super late. It's like almost 10 o'clock, a little bit before. Baby girl Roberta, how are you? Yes, I know this isn't my usual stream time for my video game streams. I usually do that tomorrow night, and I'm still planning on doing tomorrow nights, but I typically usually have Friday night plans. I hang out with some friends, we play some video games and watch a movie, but unfortunately those had to fall through this week. So instead, I watched Mortal Kombat, had a beer. This is my second beer. Hello, Newt. Newt's going to join us in just a second, it looks like. Hi, buddy. And I figured I'd just play some more games because I've been feeling like playing some games and being on a stream, and it was just kind of feels nice. I don't know if can you see? Yeah, you can see Newt. He's right in the frame. There he is. But hi, buddy. Say hi to everyone. You're actually on the camera now. It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna lick my fingers like a weirdo. Yeah, you're gonna lick my fingers like a weirdo. Well, hello, Louise. It's good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry, Edward Beador, that you had a mental breakdown. I've had many of those too. So, sending you love. I'm going to give you some love. Hey, Sean Piper. So, yeah, we're just going to play some video games. This is going to be just chill, hanging out. I'm going to open up my beer. It's my maple stout. And good, Psychic Refugees. Good to see you. Yes, and I'm glad you're able to join too. I know you always have the trans slumber party that you do, but I'm glad that you're able to hang out tonight. Oh, I know there's no sound in the game. Let me turn that up. I just had it turned down for background. Let me know how the sound sounds. You should be hearing it now. I believe that's the right amount of noise. Alright. Sorry, I'm just getting everything up. Let me know if the sound's too loud or too quiet. I can totally adjust that as needed. But I figure I'm going to play this Hobbit game for a little bit. I played it last Saturday. I'm going to play it for just a little while tonight, play it for maybe an hour or so, and then I might jump over to play some like Fallout or Oblivion or something, maybe some Banjo-Tooie. So we'll see how I end up feeling. Maybe I'll play this all night, but I feel like I'll probably, knowing my anxiety and my need to play as many games as possible, probably jump games. So, yeah, Newt, you wanna get in the mic? Do you want to come and sit down here? You want to sit on my lap, or do you want to just sit right up there in my way? He wants to sit right here in my way. Cool. All right. Alrighty, everybody. Now that we're all distracted by the Hobbit stuff. All right. Let me cheers to everybody who may be drinking along with me. Newt, you want some beer? No, you're not getting beer. No beer for Kitty. No beer for Kitty. Not for Kitty. Beer is not good for kitty cat. Pets are good for kitty cat, but beer is not. You're blocking my... I want to see the chat, Newt. I love you, but you want to hang out with the folks who came here to say hi. And Jesse Gender stream is always a good time. Well, thank you, Jesse. Sounds good. Wait, okay, everything sounds good. Good. All right. Yeah, everyone was on last Saturday's stream. For the people who were there, everyone was praising the Bilbo actor. They really loved the Bilbo voice actor in this game. I definitely agree. I really like the Bilbo voice actor in this game. Yes, Newt? What you looking at? Yeah, that's the GameCube making all that noise, because it's an old console, and it makes a lot of noise when it chugs along trying to play games. He's scared by the noise. I have the GameCube sort of sitting right here on the floor, and he's fascinated by it. he's like, you can't, I don't know if he's on the camera. He's not on the camera anymore. He's literally just staring at the GameCube for how much noise it makes. And yeah, Edward, I was hoping you're feeling better, and hopefully this just hanging out will make you feel better. So.
Gandalf said he left our company to look ahead. I asked him what brought him back.
I do not like this. I love the Bilbo voice actor in this game. I do not like this Thorin voice actor at all. Also, I like that we get to see the trolls here. Oh, I gotta make sure Newton's not gonna attack. Okay, good. Making sure he wasn't gonna attack the GameCube there. Actually says, oh my god, wait, I was like, is it Saturday? Yay for a Friday stream. I'm drinking some wine. Well, good. And I hope you're enjoying the wine. But yeah, no, I was bored. Like I said, my normal Friday plans got canceled, so I figured I'd just hang out.
We wanted fire and food.
That's actually a line from the book.
Find the troll cave, Bilbo.
Yeah, this line right here that Bomber says.
To go pocket picking
When all we wanted was fire and food. When all we wanted was fire and food. That's the line from the book. So they changed it slightly. Hey Annie. Well, I'm glad you caught the stream. How do I get out of this circle? Where am I supposed to go? What the heck? I'm just walking around this. Okay, here we go. I'm like, where the hell am I supposed to go here? Also, I gotta remember how to play this game. So that's that. Can do the long jump with that. Gotta play the troll toll. Alright. There's some rocks. There's the stick. Okay, I gotta remember how to play. Oh, well, Edward, I'm glad that you don't feel isolated here. You always have friends here to hang out with. I know, I'm sorry, it's not as consistent. How do I attack? Sorry, I wanna talk, but I also wanna not die from these stupid wolves here. Let's see. I also get a sword this level, thank heavens. But I am glad that Edward, that this is this helps. Edward, if I could, I'm gonna give you a giant metaphorical hug. So, oh, funny TMC. I'm sorry that you might lose your dog. That sucks. Yeah, I've lost dogs and cats in my life, and I'm sorry that may happen. That really sucks. So I'm sending you love, and I hope that you're able to at least have some fun tonight and hang out. So, and hey, Carlisle, listen to File. Good to see you. Sorry, I don't have any beer, Sir Hero the Brave. Alas, I know this is fairly impromptu, but I figured I'd just see who showed up and shut up. I figured I'd just hang out and just chat. Tac Pro, I'm editing in my studio. Am I the only one that can drink a cup of coffee and go to sleep? Possibly. See, weirdly, if I have caffeine, it will keep me awake. Oh my god, how do I... Yeah, there we go. It will keep me awake, but it will make me feel sleepy, which is weird. So you're not the only one. Sean Piper, don't get up. Stay with the kitten.
That was quite a climb. I have to catch my breath.
Any sign of the troll cave?
No. Or the key.
I love it when, like, old games, like, people's beards were how they talked. Like, all of his voice is just, like, his whole beard just moves. It's how Glowin talks in this game. Yes, Newt? You back, bud? Might get Newt again and just saying he just jumped up in his head and his little perch over right off camera. Let's see. Ooh, you met someone today named Lilith. Lilith is a fun name, to be very frank. I like that name. It's very... not that names inherently have to be attractive, but Lilith is an attractive name. I want that big golden gem. How do I get to that big golden gem? Oh, I see. I see how I do that. Ha ha! I am a god! No, okay, maybe not. My hubris took me down. This is the first stream ever that I've been into. Super relaxing, good vibes, just a nice interactive audience. Hope you're doing all right tonight. People are here for you. Well, thank you, Gothic Dance Grumps. I'm glad that this stream is very chill and a lot of fun. I try to make this like a fun place where we just hang out, we have fun. You know, sometimes I have anxiety, but that's how it goes. But I don't know, I just want to hang out with people. You know, it's just nice to hang out and just chill with some cool people. And hey, Ashlyn, it's good to see you. You got to pet a dog in the dog park today. That sounds wonderful. I hope you're doing well, Ashlyn. It's good to see you. I know you jump into streams from time to time. It's really nice to see you here. Was thinking about going to bed, but I'll just watch this with the cat and then go and check on the sugar gliders. Well, thanks for joining us, Grace Moore. I'm glad you're here. I know I jinxed myself, Sir Hero the Braid. Sir Hero the Brave. I called you Sir Hero the Braid. But Also, the other interesting thing I want to say about this game that I find fascinating about this game, let's see if I can do this time, is that there's actually, like, this game came out several years before Peter Jackson's The Hobbit trilogy. I just went over here. Why did I go back? I don't know why I did that. I forgot that I did it because I was talking to everybody. But there's, like, weirdly, some of the plot choices in this, like, random game, Peter Jackson would copy for the Hobbit game. Like, in this level, they introduce a female elf character who is not in the books, which is something that Peter Jackson himself would do in the movies. I just find it fascinating. Like, this game, like, foretold a lot of what Peter Jackson would end up doing with the Hobbit movies, which is kind of fascinating. Oh, the beans. Yo, thanks for doing the video about the colors of change. You mean the color of the spectrum? I'm autistic, was upset about the situation, so thanks for spreading awareness. Well, thank you. I'm glad. I don't like... Oh, that sound cue is definitely not in there. I was supposed to... There's definitely a sound for that. I guess I'm not hearing it. But yeah, no, I'm glad people like the video. I just wanted to raise awareness, and I also wanted to try and do my best to, like, be empathetic, because, like, I don't hate Mark Rober for that. I understand where it comes from. I understand the empathy that he's trying to express, but there is just a problem with not including autistic people in something like that. I also saw some comments that were understandably justified, like people feeling like I was ignoring like people who were, who may not be as happy with being considered autistic as I am, and I'm not necessarily as considered happy about it, but I'm too drunk to get into this. But I just want to be clear, like, I think that we can talk about the wide variety of people on the spectrum who suffer more with some of their autistic traits and people who suffer less. But I think that just overall, the idea of curing autism is a problem. But I don't want to get into that too far on this stream because I just want to have chill and hang out. But I'm glad that people like the video, and it sort of reminded me of a few other things too that I want to make sure I think the video, I stand by the video, but it just some of the comments and stuff made me think about, oh yeah, I want to make sure I address that and talk about that in future videos, which is always good. I like when videos sort of spur on further discussion, which is good. Yeah, watching behind the scenes of the Hobbit trilogy is depressing. Everyone being candid about feeling burned out. Yeah, it is sad. Like, I actually liked the first two Hobbit movies, but yeah, everyone was clearly, especially Peter Jackson, was just clearly burnt out. And I'm already had one beer. I watched Mortal Kombat earlier tonight and had a beer during it. So considering I'm a lightweight, I'm already feeling the effects of the one beer. Though, to be fair, I do drink pretty, like, this is an 11% beer, so it's not like not like I'm that much of a lightweight, but, all right. Is there any further I can go here? Jesse, the video, well, you can check out the video for the full stuff, but it was about a charity event to raise awareness about autism, but there's problems with how the charity was sort of framed by the person sort of at the head of it, and also where the organization that the money is going to be donated to is sort of the long and short of that conversation. But there's more to it than that, so I'd recommend checking out the full video because that's obviously going to be more fleshed out. Hey, Grace Moore, this is your first stream. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here for the stream. So I always in video games, I always try to want to go backwards with this, but I guess this is the game where you have to jump forwards. All right, let's see here. There we go. There we are. All right. How do you feel about the idea that autism is a spectrum like sexuality? We're really all on it somewhere. I mean, I think it's a helpful idea to a degree. There's clearly, and I mean, the spectrum also implies that there's less autism and more autism thing with the spectrum, which is not what I want to imply with I mean, I like the idea of there being an autism spectrum, but I want to make clear with the idea of autism being a spectrum. It's not less autism, more autism, and there's just a slider on that. It's there are different varieties, and the spectrum isn't necessarily a line. It's sort of it's a wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, Jeremy Bearimy thing overall. So it's not like someone has less or more autism. They're just different types of autism. And so the spectrum is a helpful metaphor to a point, I think. Same thing with a gender spectrum. The gender spectrum is the same problem because people start thinking of a gender spectrum linearly, and then that creates the problem of seeing things like non-binary is a choice in the middle of male and female, which is not true. Non-binary is not in the middle of sort of option, unless someone views it that way. If they understand their gender is in the middle and they identify as non-binary, that's totally fine. But it's not an end-all be-all sort of situation in that sense. So. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies, Grace, if I missed. Oh, someone asked your pronouns. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't screw up pronouns. I try not to assume people's pronouns unless I know. So, Grace, you use he him. Sounds good. I will make sure to use he him pronouns. And if I screw it up, you can yell at me. I give you permission. Because I am bad. Here's one thing. I will totally be very honest. I am sometimes very bad with pronouns, especially when I'm not like physically seeing a person. Not that I judge someone's gender based on physical appearances, but it's like I put like names and like pronouns and identity stuff onto faces. And so when I'm on the internet, sometimes that's always just hard for me to like apply that to people. So it's not so much like, oh, I see someone who looks masculine, that's obviously he, him. That's not at all what I'm saying. It's more just like because I connect faces with identity more, just sort of like that's how that goes. Dang you stupid spikes! Hey, Mark, good to see you. Hey, it's been a while. Long time no see. Cade, can you sing the Leonard Nimoy's Bilbo song? I will at some point. Let me get drunker for that, and I will. Oh, speak of the devil. I was talking about the female elf, and here is the female elf.
It's an elf. Oh, and she's hurt.
Help me.
I do really like Bilbo's voice actor in this game.
I barely managed to escape into these caves. My healing draft is in the next chamber.
Yeah, I like that, the beans. Think of it as a spectrum like a rainbow. Like different shades and colors, but none of them are more or less of a color. I like that. That's actually a great, like a rainbow spectrum. I like that. Very gay, too, which I appreciate. Alright, find the cave troll, find the troll key, retrieve healing draft. Retrieve the healing draft. Okay. I miss you too, Mark. I'm glad you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I sort of assumed there, but Buffy the Elven Vampire Slayer. Very, very, very true. By the way, Sarah, I got this is a maple stout right here. It's not my favorite one. It's called Pancake House, and it's in Oregon. It's a cocoa maple coffee imperial stout. Not my favorite. I can't really taste the maple, to be fair. But it is solid. It's a solid beer for the price. Usually maple stouts are a little bit more expensive. This one's like $6 a can, which is still up there in price, but it's not like super, super expensive. But it's not my favorite maple stout. I usually like to taste the maple a little bit more. This one's I can definitely taste the cocoa a little bit more. Definitely got a little bit more of a bitter taste to it than a sweet taste. And oh, I'm sorry. Use gray, not grace. I'm sorry. Apologies. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. And yeah, this is a Lord of the Rings game. It's a game based on The Hobbit. The Hobbit. Alright. This is one of the first big areas in the game, and I gotta beat a boss. Let's see. What did that... I should have read what that descriptor... That descriptor told me how to beat this thing, and I totally missed it. How do I... Did anyone read that thing that I just skipped by? Because I totally skipped by it, and I do not remember it at all. And that was clearly a bad decision. Breakfast stouts usually have like flavors of like oatmeal or maple or usually those are the main ones. That's what a breakfast stout is. Excuse me. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, there's the healing draft. But now I gotta figure out how to beat this boss thing. Oh, there he is. He's getting angry. Okay. Let's see, how do I beat this guy? Not like that, apparently. Hey, Angie. Hit it until it dies. Here are the brave. Oh, what? I totally saved. What the hell? No way. I totally... Did I really not save? Did I just, like, hit the button and not save? Oh, that's some nonsense. I hate save points. Oh, that's some straight up nonsense. That's what that is. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate everything that is. Oh, that makes me very angry. I guess I gotta run through this whole thing again, this whole section. I'll just try and beat it really quickly. Oh my gosh, that makes me very angry. Oh my gosh, and stop hitting me. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Yep, there it is. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Ooh. Should not have yelled into my beer. That was a bad move. I am an adult human who knows how to drink things. Oh, that makes me so upset. I was so certain that I had saved, but I think I was just not paying attention. Clearly, because I skipped the thing. Are we talking about sex? I saw someone say neuroatypical people are better lays, which I think so. I think I'm a good lay. That is, oh god, we're already horny Jesse this early in the evening. That's a problem. I am in need. I did. Never mind. I know what post-vaccine Jesse needs very quickly. Jesse, well, thank you for the super chat, and you asked, what do you think of the Mortal Kombat movie? Would you recommend it? I actually really liked it. There's, like, some weird things with it. I disliked the new main character. They had, like, a new main character in this story that I won't spoil too much about him, but they, like, he was sort of a new character for this story. I didn't find him all that interesting. He was kind of generic. That being said, it felt like a 90s movie in the best possible way. It was, like, very fun, very cheesy. Like, the characters literally saying, like, after they kill someone, they say, flawless victory. It was absolutely wonderful. So all that stuff was great in the best way possible. Kano stole the show, surprisingly. I was never a big Kano fan, but Kano surprisingly, like, stole the show in this movie. Also, they did my boy Cabal really good. Cabal is a character that can usually just be a mini boss sort of thing, and he kind of was in this movie. But I always loved Cabal. He's one of my favorite characters to use in Mortal Kombat, and they actually did him really well. And the effect they used for like his speed ability was really, really nice. So yeah, I would recommend. I would very much recommend the Mortal Kombat movie, but know that it's like a 90s movie in the best possible way. It's very cheesy, very silly, but ultimately like just a fun movie. It's like a turn off your brain and just enjoy movie. And I think unlike some other like video game adaptations, I feel like they actually captured what I liked about the game in a lot of ways. There are a couple things that I didn't like. There's a lot of the Chosen One narrative stuff that I kind of like. I don't need Chosen One narratives anymore. I really could do away with like they're chosen by their bloodline stories. That always bugs me. I'm just done with chosen by bloodline storylines. Let's just be honest. Like I don't need that people are intrinsically better because of who their parents were. Stories. So that could go out the window. But overall, solid movie. I really liked it. So yeah, and Cabal's great. Tac Pro. Cabal is great. In the movie. Let's see, Mark, did you get yourself vaccinated? I have the first shot, and I get the next one in, I think, 2.5 weeks, because I just got it this week, so my arm's still a little bit sore, but I did get my first, shot. Not my second, though. So I'm halfway vaccinated. And they do say that, like, after your first vaccination, that is, like, sort of, like, you are slightly more immune after your first vaccination, so that's a little bit of a relief, just even having the first one. So that's a little bit of a load off my bag. I mean, Mortal Kombat, the movie, if you don't play Mortal Kombat, I mean, I legitimately love and play the Mortal Kombat games. They're like the only, I don't play many fighting games, to be honest. The only fighting games I play are the Mortal Kombat games, Injustice games, which are made by the same studio as the Mortal Kombat games, and then Super Smash Brothers, which I guess you could also count as a fighting game. So those are the three kind of fighting games that I play. So and I would actually say, like, legitimately 9, 10, and I think it's either 8, 9, 10 or 9, 10, 11. I forget which the latest 3 Mortal Kombat games are, but the story of those 3 games are actually legitimately very good. I actually really love the second most recent I think it's Mortal Kombat 10. It actually has a legitimately great story. I was like, wow, this is actually very, very good. Android B-Door, I'm sorry, Jesse, the prophecy, I made it up. Dang you, you and your chosen one narratives, Edward. How dare you? How dare you make a chosen one narrative? All right. I'm almost back to where I was, which makes me feel better. And this time I will frickin' save. All right. Yay! You got your first yesterday, Mark. That's awesome. Congratulations. We are vaccine twins at this point. I think mine was I'm pretty sure mine was the Pfizer one, which is supposedly the slightly more efficient one. I think the Moderna and Pfizer ones are pretty much the same, almost overall, but the Johnson & Johnson one is clearly the like best and worst. I mean, this recent stuff with that aside, but Cade, I used to have sympathy for anti-feminists, but then the Trump came along and ruined everything. Well, that's a whole topic, but I still think we should have empathy for some people. But I talked about this on my live stream on yesterday. We should have empathy, but empathy to a point. And hey, these water physics are actually pretty solid for this game. For an old game, these water physics actually look pretty good. I'm kind of surprised, actually. Alright, give me my monies. Give me my hobbit monies. Can I just give me my money? Alright. Pfizer Friends! Yay! I like Pfizer Friends. I was supposed to get the Johnson & Johnson one, but then it got recalled. Oh, that sucks. That sucks the beans. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred to get the Johnson & Johnson one, because then at least I got it, and then I'm done. I don't have to worry about anything, so... Jesse, I don't like Chosen One stories either. To paraphrase Mewtwo, a person should be measured by what they do, not who their parents are. Yeah, I agree. I think to praise a writer that I would probably not wish to praise, the only Chosen One narrative that I actually like really enjoyed because of the Chosen One story was actually Harry Potter, because I think the author that shall not be named of that series actually did a smart move in like the Chosen One was actually like the villain chose Harry Potter to be the villain, and so there was like the sort of self-fulfilling prophecy in an interesting way that it didn't have to be a prophecy, but Voldemort made it so. So I thought that was actually a clever subversion. So kudos to certain authors who are awful, but you know, credit where credit is due.
She's hurt.
Help me.
What currencies do Hobbit get? Apparently cave dollars. Hobbits just find dollars in caves. That's the money that hobbits get.
But I'm too weak to get it. Can you bring it to me?
Give me. Okay, now I gotta remember to read how I kill this thing. And also save. Destroy the Guardian's minions to enrage the beast. When his belly is visible, he is vulnerable. Okay. I think I figured that out anyways. It's kind of silly that the game didn't trust me to figure that out on my own. Because I did. Same with Anakin, though. Yeah, Anakin, the problem with the Star Wars one was, like, so weirdly defined. It was like, he's gonna bring balance to the Force, and it's like, what did that mean? Like, even to this day, we don't really know the specifics of what that means. Of what, like, it means that he, like, brings balance to the Force. Ow, don't hit me. That's a bad. Yeah, take that, you jerk. Sorry, let me kill this weird boss thing. I'm gonna die, aren't I? There's some health. There's some health. Give me my health. Give me my mushrooms for health, because apparently that's how I heal. Alright. Yes! Take that, yes, stupid thing. Oh, Kate, I'm not going to talk about Doomcock on this stream. You're wonderful, Kate, and I enjoy you, but I'm not going to talk about Doomcock. I don't feel like talking about Doomcock tonight. Let's see. The Chosen One did not say Anakin by name. George Lucas intended for Leia to be the Chosen One in his sequel. Oh, that's interesting. I knew that, I knew that, like, there was that George Lucas had some interesting stuff, like, he had, like, Force whales that actually got brought into the animated series. I think Rebels used the Force whales. It's been a hot minute since I watched Rebels, so. Anyone excited for The Bad Batch, by the way? I'm very excited to see Star Wars The Bad Batch. Nice return to, like, the Clone Wars era. That'll be nice to see. The Clone Wars, despite everything, the Clone Wars era of Star Wars is actually my favorite era. I love that Republic era. I think it's some of the most interesting stuff.
The healing draft. Oh, I hope I'm not too late to save her.
Oh, got some interesting something in there. Well, she's probably dead now, Bilbo. You took your dang time. I didn't save, did I? I fought the monster and didn't save. Wow, I would have rage quit at that point. Oh my gosh, let me save. Oh no, I did save. Okay, I was like, did I really not save? That would have been so dumb. All right, let's get this elf the healing draft. Don't die.
Thank you, friend. I am Lyanna of the Wood Elves.
Bilbo Baggins.
What is a wood elf doing all the way out here? It makes no sense.
I'm searching for the troll cave. Do you know how I can find it?
You will need this if you want to find the troll cave. But beware, these caverns are filled with the Witch King's
Please don't kick me out because I don't like. I'm not gonna kick you out because you don't like Star Wars, Angie. I mean, hell, if you hated Star Trek, I would still be like, heck, come on in. Infinite diversity and infinite combinations, as we always say. So do not feel bad about it. If you hate Star Wars, that is cool because that means we get to have interesting conversations. What are these like weird lizard thingies? Playing whack-a-mole with the weird lizard thingies. Let's see. Yeah, the Clone Wars era was really the best. I like the Clone Wars era because there's like interesting moral ambiguity there. Excuse me. Like no one is really completely right. Like the Jedi are very high and mighty. The Separatists actually have a point because the Republic does actually fall into fascism. So like they actually do. Oop, died there. They actually do have a kind of a point to a degree. So yeah. But to be fair, like I also there's like a lot of interesting. Oh, do I have to save her again? Yeah, I do. There's like a lot of interesting politics in the Clone Wars era. Whereas like I always find like politics interesting in fictional settings. I think it's kind of fun. And I think like the politics of the sort of resistance and well, especially the like sequel trilogy era and the original trilogy era. The original trilogy era had some interesting politics, but it's fairly one note. Whereas the politics of the gosh darn, these things are brutal. God dang. But like the politics of those eras are fairly one note because it's like Nazis versus the upstart resistance fighters, which like is still interesting for sure, but not as interesting to me personally as like the politics of the Republic era. Okay. IDIC reigns supreme in this court of the Intrubs. Indeed, it does. I like people who disagree with me, especially about fictional stuff. If you disagree with me about fictional stuff, that's cool, because, like, as long as we're, like, oh my gosh. Wow, I am apparently really bad at this. These stupid lizard things are freaking cruel. These things are really cruel. Alright, let's see. Let's see what's the best way to deal with these guys. First off, let me get some health here. I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just throw rocks at you, like a jerk. Now I ran out of rocks, so now I actually have to hit you. Yeah, take that, you stupid lizard thing. Are we talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Yes. I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought, you know, the more I think about it, the more I like it. The only thing I think I feel a little bit uncomfortable about is kind of how they did, I mean, the Carly plotline, I wish and the Flag Smashers, I wish could have been done better, but I understand that kind of got destroyed by COVID, that they had to re-edit it, and there was the pandemic storyline and everything that they had to cut. So I'm willing to give that a pass. I'm not entirely sure. I have to kind of, like, sit with it and hear people's thoughts on it. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Walker being redeemed, but I do like the idea that he's, like, becomes U.S. agent, and it's, like, kind of a sideways lateral move, and he's sort of like, yeah, I'm back, and he redeems himself in a very small way. And he doesn't even fully redeem himself, and he just gets everything that he wants back. Whereas anyone from a marginalized community, if they ever screwed up, they would never be able to earn back the title that they had lost. So I like kind of that idea there. I don't know if it was necessarily as clear as they wanted to, because I worry that how that storyline was handled could easily allow someone who like identified heavily with Walker to feel like, yeah, no, he redeemed himself, he's good. And so I just worry that how that part of that storyline was treated could allow people to misinterpret it who willfully wish to misinterpret the message of his character. That being said, I don't think it's a wrong way to go with his character, but I worry a little bit. I'm a little bit uncomfortable because the rest of that show was like Sam's speech in at the end of that show was so good. I loved his speech to the senators, and it was so clear and concise and to the point and direct. And I feel like Walker's storyline wasn't as clear and direct as it could have been. Like, I think everything is there, and the points are there to be made, but I think they could easily be misinterpreted by someone wanting to misinterpret it. And so that's the part that kind of, that sitting with it like a little while, that's the part that made me a little bit uncomfortable with his character arc. So, sorry, and Geek Filter, I'll stop talking. I just realized I didn't give, like, a spoiler warning. So, yeah, I'll stop talking about it. So. Let's see. I would love if season... Oh, and Mark, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Beat those lizard things. I really appreciate that, Mark. And I did beat the lizard things. They are dead now. They are all dead. I have wiped out their entire species. Sorry. I got dark there for a second. No, Geek Filter, stay. Hopefully, I know the chat's a few seconds behind, but just hang out. You're good. I'm not going to talk. I won't spook any more spoilers on that. So please keep hanging. Hopefully you didn't leave already. Let's see. Is that a ruby on the pillar? It was like the Witch King crystal that I got from the Wood Elf girl. And she comes back later on in the game too, by the way. As good old River Song would say, spoilers. Yes. Oh, River Song. I love River Song. I need to listen to... River Song has some Big Finish audio dramas that I need to listen to because I've heard good things about them. This is the way I wanted to go. Aw, I'm sorry, Geek Filter. Well, good. I'm glad you're gonna come back, but sorry to see you go. Yeah, no more spoilers. I won't spoil anymore. I promise. So sorry for anyone who got spoiled by some of the stuff. I didn't reveal anything too badly about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Don't worry. If you haven't seen the finale yet, don't worry. You have not been majorly spoiled in any way. But I will make sure to be a little bit more careful about that. Aw. Aries Pisces, get some rest. You don't like if you're only here because you want to hang out with me, which I appreciate, but please get some rest. Like, please sleep. Like, I love you, and I want you to, like, take care of yourself first. It's like, taking care of yourself is way more important than hanging out with me. Like, I want to hang out with you, but please take care of yourself. I come secondary to your health. And other things, too, hopefully. Like, I should come second to a lot of things, not just your health. But please, make sure you get some sleep. All right. Aw, well, Sean, I'm glad too. I believe, Sean, was it you that sent like a really nice message during the live stream the other day? I really appreciated that. I really appreciated your nice message the other day. Mark, are you interested in playing the Mass Effect Remastered games? Oh, yeah. I'm planning on, I don't know the exact schedule yet, but my plan is I want to try and stream as much of those games as humanly possible. I'm actually so pumped for the Mass Effect game, so I will be streaming those. I don't know how much I'll be streaming them, but I will be streaming my ideal goal is I would love to stream my entire playthrough of all 3 games. I don't know if I'll be able to manage that time-wise. Hey, look at that. I don't know if I'll be able to manage that time-wise, but hopefully I'll be able to. I think there was another passageway that I wanted to quick check out. But that's the plan, is I want to try to stream as much of those games as humanly possible. Yeah, I just want to check out the other passageway here before I... Let's see. No, is that just... Yeah, no. It's just back where I was. Okay. So there weren't multiple passages there. Alright. Oh, Angie, thank you so much, Angie. I appreciate your super chat. Angie Pugh, I'm happy to see you online tonight, but I'm very excited your plans fell through. Don't feel bad. It's totally okay. My plans, it's something I do literally every single Friday with some friends. Like, typically every Friday night, what I do is we set up a Zoom call, and two of my friends, we just watch a movie, and then we play some Super Smash Brothers, and then maybe watch an episode of a TV show like Invincible, or we've lately been watching Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast, which is fantastic. But tonight, they both have been vaccinated fully, and we're like, hey, we wanted to go out, and I was like, okay, that's totally fine. I feel like there's an element of me that feels a little bit jealous and lonely because of that, but it's sort of like, I understand it. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm honestly just looking forward to being fully vaccinated, because honestly, I kind of want to go out and physically socialize again. And also, Horny Jessie has other needs that she wishes to fulfill that I won't talk too specifically about on this chat. But there's the key. That the trolls apparently left in the middle of this weird hover platform cave. But yeah, so and the other thing too is because of I did move to Seattle recently, as many of you know, and I did have I've lived here before, and so I do have some friends, but I haven't really been able to reconnect as much as I would have liked. And so I'm really I'm honestly looking forward to getting fully vaccinated, and like I want to try and do some more social things. Like I used to do improv here in Seattle. And I would like to get back into improv, start applying for things, start applying for some shows, and getting out and be in the community again. It'd be nice. We were out of Marvel spoiler areas for a long time, Geek Filter. I specifically stopped for you. Horny Jessie is most of us right now, right? Oh my god, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna get lost in that thought. Let's just say there are things in my secret drawer that have gotten much use over the past few months, and how much I wish that they were not the things that were doing that for me. And let's just stop, because Drunk Jessie will talk way too openly on stream, and if I talk too openly, it will quickly we will get shut down by the YouTube censors. So I'll keep things fairly light here. All right. Horny Jessie is adorable, Jessie. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We are all horny, Jessie. Well, I'm glad that I can help, be an outlet for many of your other similar feelings. Like, some of us just need to get laid. Like, let's just say oh God, no. No, Jessie, not in public. Like, you're all my friends, but I also forget, this is technically a public forum that will exist past when I hang out here, so gotta be somewhat careful. All right, let's see here. I have not tried Subverse, Marg. What is Subverse? I actually haven't even heard of that. No, God! Oh, God! No! Don't lower me! No! Bad! Bad vine! Bad vine! Okay. I will take that. Can I... Is that far enough away, or is that too far? Oh my God, I hate you, Vine. Vine, you are the worst thing in the world. I feel bad, because I feel like if I try to make this jump and I fall, I'm going to hate myself. Ah, I knew it! I knew it! I knew I wouldn't make it! I knew it was too far! It tricked me! Is it gonna... Am I gonna die? Or is this just gonna... Okay, it's just gonna slowly fade away. There's not even a death screen, it's just like, nah. Just slowly fade out. You failed. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Living Man Gaming. Hey, just joined. Well, good to see you. I'm playing the old Hobbit game, which is a lot of fun. This is the Hobbit. It's just called The Hobbit. It's based on the Hobbit book, surprisingly enough. All right, here. Trying to be good, Jesse. Legit just made me laugh here. Well, good, good. I'm glad, Sean. I'm glad me fighting my way too openness. That's my problem. Is I'm radically open, which is good, but it can get me in trouble sometimes. I generally have no filter. I genuinely have zero filter in my life, so I would just spill whatever at any point. And I have to learn to be tactful because I have no tact. So, give Jesse another beer. I am going to get another beer. I'm almost out on this one, so. I am going to have to get another beer at some point. Let's see. What was down that other path here? Well, I should probably save just to be safe. Let me save here. Oh, I did save. What? I keep forgetting that I saved. Apparently my memory is that of a goldfish. When I'm drunk. Drunk Jesse is like the memory of a goldfish. Alright. Being radically open just got me a job, shrug. Hey, no! I mean, I like being radically open. That's what I am on my channel. I try to be as radically open as possible, but also I could get in trouble just being like, let me talk about my sex life on a stream. I'm sure that was something like YouTube would just like shut me down or whatever, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. So, also I don't want to make people uncomfortable either. Like, I know most of you are probably comfortable with me talking about my sex life, but I also I don't want to make anyone who happens to be in the chat who doesn't want to hear about Jesse's sex life uncomfortable. Was I early? Yes, I was very. No, you didn't. No one screwed up the time zones. I set this live stream for 10:30, but I jumped it early because I was doing some work earlier, and I wanted to watch Mortal Kombat, so I didn't want to. So I set it for 10:30 just to be safe, but I didn't know if I would be jumping on earlier or later, and so thankfully, I actually finished Mortal Kombat earlier than I intended, and I was able to jump on. Also, I watched the latest episode of Invincible, which I also won't spoil, but the latest episode of Invincible, hot dang. That episode was so good. If you're not watching Invincible, y'all should be watching Invincible, because the whole season's been great, and I've been really looking forward to I ordered the first omnibus, and it's coming in the mail, and I'm very excited to finally read it, because this first season of it has been frickin-tastic, if I can say so. Let me save here. Did I miss a super chat? I feel like I missed actually a super chat earlier. One second. Let me just make sure I didn't. No, okay. The last one was from Angie. Just want to make sure. For some reason, my brain was like... I literally just had like a panic attack. I was like, I just missed someone's super chat. I always feel bad about missing someone's super chat, so I always get anxious about that. Alright. What's the goal here? Okay. Alright, what am I trying to do on these platforms? I'm not entirely sure. Die, apparently. And the slow fade out death. J.K. Simmons is incredible in Invincible. Yeah, he is. I would actually give the props to Zachary Quinto. Zachary Quinto, I think, is the MVP of... that's what I'm supposed to do. Zachary Quinto, I feel, is the MVP of Invincible. I think he does such a great job. So, Cade MacArthur, idea for a new Trek series, Star Trek Deep Dish Pizza. It takes place in the USS Deep Dish Pizza. Why did you say these things? Are you just trying to make me hungry? I already had some sushi tonight while watching Mortal Kombat, and I don't have any dessert stuff, so I just have to suffer getting drunker without any sort of snacks. Oh God, no! I just have to suffer without any snacks, and here you're going talking about deep dish pizza, so you jerk. So, oh my gosh, wait, I had a cat named Atreides. Oh, that's such a I love what Paul Atreides from Dune. It's such a good name. Atreides is a good name. Paul Atreides being a very complicated character, but. Oh, and Vontox, thank you for the super chat. You said just finished 4 books, Bobbyverse books. Amazing. Thanks for mentioning them. Well, I'm glad you like them. I literally, I'm about to finish the 3rd book, and I'm about to start the 4th. Sadly, I've been too busy to actually sit down and read a whole bunch. but I am about to start the 4th book, and they're great books. Oh my god, it's that one platform! This is the one thing I hate about this era of gaming. The one thing I hate about this era of gaming is that loading takes forever. I legitimately so I want a PS5 so badly. I've been trying to get one for freaking ages, but they always sell out before I can get on one. Because I want one for the Resident Evil game, because I really am excited to play the new Resident Evil game, and I want the aristocratic scary lady to step on my face. But so very excited for the new Resident Evil. I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil series. But I also just want a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, mostly just for like frickin' like fast loading. I just want fast loading. I'm tired of like loading screens. I hate loading screens. Waste my time. Yes, got your damn key. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. And thank you, Lockham. Thank you so much for the super chat. And also, I love your avatar. It's a really good avatar, by the way. From one thirsty girl to another, have a super chat, LOL. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Us thirsty girls have to stick together. Oh, Mark, thank you so much. Newt will say, is Newt still? No, Newt is not hanging out. Well, Newt says thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mark. I appreciate that. All right, now where do I go from here? This is the interesting question. Where to go? Oh, I was supposed to stay up there. Well, that's great. I have to do that all again. I was supposed to stay up there with the key, which is wonderful. I thought I was about to die there. I'm like playing a dangerous game here. All right. Let's see. I wish Resident Evil 7 on Biohazard Nintendo Switch. I think Resident Evil 8's Village is going to be a Switch. I don't know if it's going to be. It might be. But I don't know if it's going to be. Oh, I hate that one platform. I hate everything about it. I got very angry and aggressive, like super villain. I will destroy I will destroy this platform's entire family. It's platform family. But yeah, my favorite Resident Evil so far has been Resident Evil 2 Remake. Resident Evil 2 Remake was so good. I loved it so much. I was almost having a hank. I almost thought about playing it tonight, but I didn't want to play a horror. I have, unless it's like a new horror game. I have. Oh my god, this one platform. I don't necessarily want to play horror games on stream unless they're newer or something that are super meaningful to me, because I know a lot of people like stress out with horror games, and I want my streams to be kind of a friendly place where people can hang out. I know sometimes violence does that too, and sadly too many video games are based around violence, so sadly I kind of have to deal with that, but I know horror can do that too. So and I know it will stress me out too. So I want to kind of make it a chill place. And I'll probably... Oh, my God. This one platform is bugging me. I need to take my time with it. I keep just jumping. Geek Filter. I am fully vaccinated, still have restrictions, so I'm happy you're home to stream. I know, not much consolation. Well, hey, the good thing about me having a free Friday night is I get more time with all of you. So that is a benefit. And also I get to create this public vendetta with this one damn platform in this game. I will destroy... Okay, this platform, right here. This platform. This stupid flying platform, which is totally Lord of the Rings canon, apparently. Flying frickin' cave platforms. Totally what Tolkien had in mind with his mythos. You know, Tolkien was sitting there, was like, and then there were these crazy flying platforms in my weird Hobbit trilogy things. It's totally the thing. The stout will not help you make that jump. Shush, Angie. I don't need your judgment. I don't need your jumping judgment. I say words good. Jesse, words good say things happens. Oh no. This is a jump or you go way far back in your progress jump, and I hate jumps like this. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Ah, no! 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 Ah, why? Oh, okay. Oh, ow. Stop. Bad. Okay, well, that makes me feel slightly better. Oh, there's a secret chest here. There's a little chest just hiding away. Aw, Sean Piper, thank you so much. It's okay. This is just the After Dark. Ooh. You might have. Oh, well, I won't say anything. I won't tease anything. There is, let's just say that the announcement next week, Friday, from a video includes something that might be considered Jesse After Dark. That's enigmatic enough, right, to tease, I think. So. You are my dates. You're all my dates. To be fair, I do kind of feel like I am polyamorous, so I'm dating all of you. Yeah, that is something I haven't really talked about too much, but I do feel polyamorous, but I just never had a chance to explore it, and I don't know if I ever will, so.
What a beautiful.
Yes, we get Sting. Thank God. Sting makes this game so much easier.
Pocket knife for a troll, but perfect for a hobbit.
Okay, just walk for a week on the Hobbit audiobook. How did this game made into 3 movies? How?
I know.
Again, I will defend the first 2 Hobbit movies. I will die for the first 2 Hobbit movies. They are not the level of cinema of Lord of the Rings trilogy. Those are like cinema. But the first 2 Hobbit movies are legitimately fun, and I will die for them. They are a good time. The third one less so, but the first 2 I legitimately think are good movies. But also, the Hobbit audiobook. The best Hobbit audiobook, by the way, is there's an NPR audio drama from, I think, like the 90s or 80s that is so good. I would highly recommend, if you want a good audio drama, the audio drama from the NPR in the 90s or 80s is such a good... they do The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and they're very, very solid. All right. Don't tell that to my wife, Lorcan. All right. I'm going to do one more level. Because this is the goblin level, and I think I like the goblin level. I believe this is the goblin level. I'm waiting for this to load. Look at these loading screens. I hate these damn loading screens. Right, Angie? The dwarf singing the all over. Also, Ed Sheeran's song at the end of I freaking love the Ed Sheeran. Okay, I'm gonna gush about this for a second. I'm gonna gush about this for a second. Grab a beer and we'll continue this game. And I'll play one more level, and then I might jump to Oblivion or Fallout New Vegas, depending on how I'm feeling. But I'm gonna gush about this. Ed Sheeran's song, "This Is Fire," or I forget exactly what the song is called, but I love that song. My friends and I in college would sing that song so much. If this is to end in fire, may we all burn together with a glass of wine. I'm totally screwing up the lyrics. For the last time, calling out, Father, oh, stand by and we will wait. Let flame burn all along the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky, and I see fire. There it is. That's how it goes. Ed Sheeran's single at the end, sorry, was at the end of Desolation of Smog. That is a banger. That is a banger. And no one will tell me otherwise. No one will tell me otherwise that is not a freaking banger of a song with Ed Sheeran's I See Fire. It is so good. And if the Hobbit trilogy did anything, it gave us that freaking song, and I love it to death. Okay, I'm gonna quick go grab another beer, quick use the restroom. I will be back in 2 minutes, folks. So please stick around for 2 seconds. All right. All right, I is back. Getting back in here. All right. No, Robert Smith, thank you for saying Jesse is awesome. You are an awesome person. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I leave for 2 seconds and everyone says nice things. You're all very wonderful. Thank you all. You're all lovely. I send you all hearts, you beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you so much. That's really nice. That's makes you feel good to come back to. I appreciate that. You are all really beautiful. I actually really do appreciate that when I leave you just said nice things. That was very nice, and it actually hits me very hard, actually. I really do appreciate that. Sean Piper, let's whoop. Let's make her blush when she gets back. Well, you did that. You almost made me cry. I'm actually tearing up a little bit. I really do appreciate that. Stop it! Stop saying nice things. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep playing because you're gonna make. Okay, I'm gonna play the game. Thank you, everybody. You're beautiful. All right, Gandalf has a sword now. I'm just gonna play. Thank you. Sorry, I'm scared to look at the chat because I'm legitimately gonna get embarrassed, and I just want to say thank you. You're all wonderful. All right. Let's kill some goblins. Let's do some. Someone mentioned earlier. Stop! I love you all, but stop. Stop. I don't know how. I legitimately do not know how to respond to kind words. I appreciate it. I don't feel like adequate enough to respond to it. And I just thank you. Okay, I'm gonna play. Thank you, beautiful people, and thank you for being beautiful. Thank you for being wonderful, and I really appreciate it. I don't know how to thank you for being very kind. What was I gonna say? Let's play this level and keep going. Thank you, everybody. But someone was talking about the Hobbit animated movie earlier. Stop, you beautiful people. You're making me very happy, but also very embarrassed. But the Hobbit anime movie is really great, and now I'm thinking of the Down Down to Goblin Town song. No, we will make you cry with your compliments. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Moira. I appreciate that. All right, I will play my game. I am going to play my game. It's a bundle of sticks. Oh no! Oh no!
Well, there's no going back.
All right.
Oh, how will I ever get back to the dwarves?
I don't know. Maybe through a series of platforming challenges, possibly. Let's see. This is the Hobbit, Verily. Also good to see you, by the way. By the way, if people don't know, Verily is a absolutely fantastic YouTuber who makes really wonderful videos. Oh my god, these freaking wolves are ganging up on me like jerks. This is not cool, wolves. I will murder you. Alright. Just because I stepped into your territory with a giant weapon and immediately started killing you does not give you permission to attack me. Alright? But Verily Bitchy is an absolutely fantastic YouTuber who you should totally check out. She does really great videos. I've been actually very much enjoying binging them the past few weeks that I've been sort of catching up on some of your stuff. So, absolutely love Verily. Also did a great video on Star Trek, by the way. I loved, by the way, Verily, I don't think I've ever mentioned this to you because we haven't really talked all that much, but Verily, you did a great video on bisexual representation in Star Trek. That I very much liked, and I was like, oh, that's so good. Such a very thoughtful take on that. So highly recommend your video on that, and all your videos, to be fair. Right. And it's good to see you, by the way. And Edward, good to have a good night, Edward. I hope you. Edward, I know you were having a difficult night. If you're still here on the stream, just want to let you know I hope you're doing well. I hope the stream helped, and I hope you have a wonderful night. And I give you all the love. So, I don't know if you're still on the stream, Edward, but if you are, I adore you and thank you for being here. And I'm sorry that I'm sorry that you had a difficult past couple weeks, but I am. Oh no, I just got poisoned. But I'm glad that you were able to hang out with us. And now I got poisoned by a chest, as is Tolkien canon. It's one of the things I love about games like this. Is like they add weird stuff to canon. I'm like, you know what? Talking wallets and weird stuff like that, I am all here for. All right, let's see. The best Lord of the Rings Hobbit song is the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Yes, that is a great song. Bum, 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 bum. See, I told you I'd do it. Someone asked earlier, but I told you I was going to do it. Bum, 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 bum. In the middle of the earth, in the land of the Shire, lives a brave little hobbit who we all admire. Some fuzzy woolly nose lives in a hobbit hole and everybody knows him. Bilbo Baggins, he's only 3 feet tall. Bilbo Baggins, the greatest little hobbit of them all. Bum 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 bada bada. Well, verily, it's good to wake up. It's good. Well, I'm going to bed in the not nearest future. I'm probably gonna stream for another 2 hours. But it's good to have you here and to end my evening with you as part of the streaming crew. So morning cheers to you. That means verily this means that the cheers that I just gave you now means that you have to get drunk with me at whatever time in the morning it is for you. That is how that works. So you are now obligated. Of course I'm kidding, obviously. But all right. Aw, thank you very much, Funny TMC. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try my best to be happy and fun, but also informative and stuff like that. And yeah, I just appreciate that it means something to people. And all the things that I wish to say on that, I'm going to be saying in my Friday video. I will just say a lot of the things that I wish to say to all of you, I say in my Friday video, so I'll tease that a little bit. Yeah, I'm honestly I won't say too much because I want to keep it kind of exciting and mysterious. But next Friday's video, I'm half the reason there's a big announcement that I'm going to be announcing in that video next Friday's stream. But another part of the reason is I'm going to be expressing a little bit of like emotion that I have been wanting to express for a while about YouTube and this community and stuff. So I'm honestly just kind of excited to be able to share that with people. So, and I'll stop teasing because I feel like me being radically open, I'll ruin the whole surprise for everybody. So next Friday's video is going to be a lot of fun, and that's all I'll say about it. So. You're so anxious. You're anxious, Sean. Don't be anxious. It's a fun video. At least I hope it is. Let's see. All right. I won't drink, but I am high off the joy of the 2003 Bilbo. I mean, who wouldn't get high off the joy of 2003 Bilbo? I mean, right? This is the Bilbo that I think of. Like, don't get me wrong. The Bilbo in Lord of the Rings movies and Martin Freeman are actually really solid Bilbos. But this Bilbo and the Bilbo from, I think it might be the BBC one, but either the BBC or NPR adaptation are like my favorite Bilbos, weirdly enough. Like, I want to say it's the NPR, but it might be the BBC one now that I'm thinking about it. But the BBC audio drama adaptation of The Hobbit, that's the voice of, I think, a Bilbo whenever I, like, read The Hobbit. Oh, God dang it! Bad Bilbo! This is why I don't like this Bilbo. He dies too easily. And don't worry, Angie. The video on Friday is only good news. Only good news. Whoa. Okay. Jesse Gender hasn't chosen to fly the International Space Station. Sorry to ruin the surprise. Oh my gosh, if only. That would be exciting. I wish that was it. Next Friday, I reveal I have been Alex Kurtzman all along. That's the big surprise. Jesse Gender, actually Alex Kurtzman. That's the news. Think of like the most ridiculous things that I could be saying next Friday. All right. Let's see. Also, I love the music in this game. I talked about this last time I played this game. The music in this game is like legit great. This level's music isn't great. It's like it's got a little like bongo drum thing going on here, but it's not the best. All right. Big reveal. Jesse Gender is taking us all out for pizza and ice cream. Believe me. Believe me. If I could, I would. Oh, dang it, Bilbo. Don't fall like that. Don't fall like that. Don't be a chump. If I could, I would. If I could take all of you. And by the way, Maggie, it's good to see you. But yeah, if I could take you all out for pizza and ice cream, I would do that in a hot second. Oh my gosh. Jesse Gender to be the next Doctor? Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would love being the Doctor. I mean, honestly, no, I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to put that out in the world. Because the person that could actually make that happen actually follows me. So I'm not going to put that out in the world because I don't want to actually pressure anybody. Oh my god, no! 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 Dang it. Gotta go and die. Tune in next time. Oh my gosh. The one thing I hate about this game, and it's really not. Oh my god, I'm just gonna. Oh wait, there's a secret chest down here. I'll take the secret chest. Never mind. Thank you, Death. The one thing I hate about games like this is that the frickin' save points. I hate save points so much. Just save for me and save liberally and save often for me, please. That's all I ask out of my video games. Just don't make me go back and redo like a thing that I've already done a billion times. All right. Stop victim blaming me, Sierra Hero the Brave. I died. It was the game's fault, I swear. All right. Is Jesse, if Jesse's the next Doctor, then counts to be the next Master. I would say Vera does cosplay a Doctor. I would say Vera would actually, she would be a fan-frickin-tastic Master. I actually, now that you say that, Maggie, or sorry, who said that? Yeah, Maggie said that. I actually think Vera would make a Vera would make such a great Master. She is so, if you listen to me on What the For All, I love Vera to death. She gets off. She gets off on messing with me. She is such a little, like, she is very much like a trickster god character person. She would also make a great Loki if I were to be honest with you. Yeah, Vera is very much a Master Loki-esque type. Like honestly, I feel like she'd be a better Loki. In all honesty, because the Master is like much more like aristocratic. Like, the Master is very much more aristocratic at times, like, very much put together. Whereas Loki's like, I don't give a crap, and I'm just going to mess with you for the fun of it. And that very much feels like Vera. So. Ooh, Jesse, if you were to play Doctor Who, would you want to play your companions? I mean, if we're talking, like, actors, I would just love actors that I would love to work with, to be frank with you. Like, one of the things that this is honestly, and I don't say this to overpraise Star Trek, though I love, you know me, I love praising Star Trek, but not to overpraise it, but the one thing I love about Star Trek, Discovery, and you hear about this with Lower Decks and Picard too, but I really feel it with Discovery, is that the actors behind the scenes really feel like they all love each other. And I feel like they all, like, really deeply enjoy each other and each other's company and, like, hanging out with each other. Like, they play, like, literally D&D together and play, you know, listen to Michelle Yeoh's interview. They like literally play like party games with each other, and I would just like that's what I want. If I was to play the Doctor, if I was gonna ever have a job like that, I just want to be on a set where like I legitimately just enjoy the people that I work with, and that's what I really, really deeply love about Star Trek Discovery in a lot of ways. Like, for all of that show's faults, and I think Star Trek Discovery, like every Star Trek show, has a lot of faults. I just like that the people behind the scenes are just good people. That's what makes me very happy. Like, I love it when the things that I really care about have good people behind them. And for everything that I've seen with every Star Trek show going on right now, from Picard to Discovery to Lower Decks to Strange New Worlds, like, yes, those shows make mistakes, but it really seems like the people behind them are good people. And people who are just very kind and caring and actually, like, want to be advocates for different communities and want to like stand up for what Star Trek means, and I just love that.
What have you
So.
done with my burglar? Bofa sent him to find firewood. If he's not back yet, then drat him, I say. He's not been very useful.
They gelled the fastest. I've heard from people who know. They almost know what it means to be in Star Trek and don't see it as a burden. Yeah, I can see that geek filter. Like, I met Sonequa Martin Green. I mean, that's the picture here, and I met Sonequa Martin Green super briefly. But what struck me is, like, I literally was just a random fan who paid to get a picture taken with Sonequa Martin Green. I'm like, I have two pictures back there. I have the Giants. I'm gonna just say this real quick because I just want to make sure I say it. But like, I've only paid for two pictures in my life at conventions. I paid for a picture with William Shatner, which is also there, and a picture with Sonequa Martin Green. William Shatner is the one you feel like, oh, it's William Shatner. Of course you want a picture. And I got a picture of him. The man, I mean, I understand the man's William Shatner. He probably gets a billion people who follow it, who have wanted to see him over his life. So I understand it. He's probably done with it at this point in his life. He's like, I'm over fanning. But like, for my picture with him, he literally was just like, I came in, took the picture, and walked away. He didn't say anything to me, didn't do anything. He took the picture, and I was like, And I always feel bad because I was like, I don't get the picture's cool, but it's just like, I just want a chance to be near this person. And I know that feels weird, but I don't know. I just compare that with Sonequa Martin Green, I guess is the best way to put it. It's like, she literally had 5 seconds with me. 5 seconds. We took the picture, and I literally turned to just said, thank you so much for being you. I think you're an absolutely beautiful, wonderful person. Thank you for, I forget exact words, but it's something along the lines of like, just thank you for standing up for what Star Trek means, and for being a wonderful person. And like, she stopped, looked me in the eye, and said, thank you. And I felt it. And I don't want to like over sensationalize like a random thing that, like, you know, it was a paid situation. Like, it was a picture at a con, but like, in the 5 seconds that I had with her, she made me feel valued, heard, and understood in 5 seconds. And like, from what I can say, is like, that is the person I'm so glad is at the head of a Star Trek show. Someone who, even in a 2-second situation, even when like in a line of like 500 people who are taking pictures with her over this day, that in the 5 seconds out of a million people, she can make me feel seen, heard, and valued. That is a true gift, and she is an absolute treasure of a woman. Sonequa Martin Green is just a true treasure, and I'm so glad that she is at the head of Star Trek Discovery. So I just wanted to say that. And maybe it's perhaps unfair to compare her to William Shatner because, again, the man's been doing it for however many years, and I'm sure he's just tired of it at this point and whatever. So, but I guess there is that comparison that I made in my mind, sort of generally, because of the two experiences are so similar. We talking Banjo 3 for N64? Yes, I want that. What are we talking? Let's see. The celebrity I most want to meet, Jodie Whittaker, just want to I chose her middle name and how much her doctor means to me. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Jodie Whittaker seems like a really wonderful person. My favorite doctor is David Tennant. But I think that she is an absolutely fantastic doctor. So. Clayton Berg, you met Garrett Wang. I've been listening to the Delta Flyers podcast with Garrett Wang and Robert Duncan McNeil. And I have to say, listening to that podcast, I'm like, I have a real appreciation for Garrett Wang. I mean, I never disliked Harry Kim, but it's like, oh wow, Garrett Wang is such very eloquent. He's a very eloquent human being. He's always very clear and has a lot of interesting things to say. So I got to give Garrett Wang some credit. Like, he has a lot of really interesting things to say, and he is a very articulate human being. I think I just repeated myself, but who cares? I'm 3 beers in. If you wanted a Jessie that could articulate herself super well, you shouldn't be on this stream. You should be on my Thursday stream where I can rant with my to my heart's abandon with no alcohol in my system. Sorry, I got very aggressive there for a hot second. Cade, thoughts on North Korea? What are you asking me at, like, it's 11 o'clock at night, I'm 3 beers in, you're asking my thoughts on North Korea? North Korea bad. Like the people of North Korea deserve a better government. I'm not going to have a nuanced take on North Korea right now. I'm not trying to be mean. Like the government of North Korea, very bad. I don't have a very nuanced take on that, to be very honest with you.
Thank you, Stone Giants. You made my escape for me.
All right. Yeah, see, the voice actor for Bilbo in this is so good. He's so good. Yeah, Garrett Wang does know how to work a con crowd. He does. From every video, I've never been to a con with Garrett Wang, but from every video I've seen, he's done like he knows what he's doing. Oh my god, I've been using my freaking walking stick, and I forgot I had this freaking sword. No! Damn stone giants, you jerks! Yeah, the Delta Flares pod is great, Mark. I think it's a really good podcast. I will say, listening to the podcast, it is very clear that Garrett Wang is the more articulate of the two. I love Robert Duncan McNeil, and he does a really good job directing on Resident Alien right now. I've been watching Resident Alien. I've loved his episodes. I've specifically noticed the episodes he's directing. I think he does a really good job. But I will be very honest. Robert Duncan McNeil, not the best podcaster in the world. Garrett Wang is what makes the Delta Flyer podcast. And don't get me wrong, I like Robert Duncan McNeil. He seems like a very good guy, but not the best podcaster in the world, in my opinion. Alright, let's get out this dang sword. Let me use the sword like I should have been using this entire time. Oh my god! The stone giants like sent 5 fucking rocks at me! What the hell is that? It's like 5 rocks at once. Come on, stone giant. Dear lord. Stone giants are jerks. Stone giants are just straight up jerks.
Looks weak. Perhaps I can trick those stone giants into making a bridge for me.
Hit the dang thing. It is Maggie the Goblin. This is the Hobbit game. One of my favorite games. I love this game. Alright. Like, I mean, come on. I'm the gal with the Hobbit tattoo. Look at this. I'm going to show this off every time I get a chance. I have a freaking Hobbit tattoo. Of course I love the Hobbit game. It's one of my freaking... This game... Like, this is such a forgotten... I should do a whole video about this game, because this game is so good. I even play it now. The only thing I hate about it is, like, game design crap that, like, existed back then. Like, I hate the save... I really just hate the save files. Like, I hate that I have to constantly have save spots. They're really terrible, and they're not great. Oh, my God. Like this. But don't get me wrong. Like, I think this game is like a really solid platformer. It's not like Mario 64 level. Like Mario 64 and Sonic Adventure 2 are like my peak platformers. I don't think like any game is ever going to beat platforming on those for me. But this is right behind it. It's so good. Ooh, top 3 games, Maggie. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Cuz I think my choices for games would like vary depending on the time. I think Outer Wilds, which I did a whole video on, which is an underseen video that I really wish people would watch. Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate you, wolf. That wolf was just mean. This section sucks. But I did a whole video on Outer Wilds, and Outer Wilds is like that was such. Maybe do I have it downloaded? I might play some Outer Wilds after this. Now I'm like feeling it, even though I know how to beat that game. If I have it downloaded, I might play some Outer Wilds after this. If not, I might play some... After I beat this level, I'm going to switch games. And if I have Outer Wilds downloaded on my Xbox, I'll play that. If I don't, then I'll probably jump to, like, Fallout New Vegas or something. Or maybe Mirror's Edge, because I have Mirror's Edge downloaded. But Outer Wilds is definitely up there. I don't know if I could really rank my favorite 3D games. I really love... I'll give some shout-outs to indie games. I really love Unfinished Swan. Unfinished Swan is so good. One of my the game The Unfinished Swan makes me cry every time I play it. Another game that I want to make a video on. I am going to do a video. I'm just trying to work up the courage to do it, to be very frank with all of you. But I am going to do a video on What Remains of Edith Finch, because What Remains of Edith Finch, if you haven't played it, is a magical realism game by the same people who made The Unfinished Swan, by the way, about death. And I've been just thinking about death a lot because as many of you may know, my grandmother and grandfather passed away very recently. One due to COVID. Oh God, this is like a bad time to be talking about this, but that game helped me a lot deal with their passings. And I want to do a video on it, but I'm just kind of like working up the courage to kind of confront my feelings about death, because I have a lot of fear about death. So, all right, save here. Oh my God, Vivi, please go play Unfinished Swan. The other game that I really love that I don't really ever talk about, I've never really talked about, and it's kind of been forgotten, but it also meant so much to me when it came out, is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Or Everybody's Gone for the Rapture, excuse me. Oh my God, these wolves. If you have not played, I might do a stream of that because that game is so good. But Everybody's Gone for the Rapture is such a beautiful game. Another game that's kind of about death and like passing and moving on, but it's also like, it's got this like folksy feeling. The music in it is so good, and the composer for that game got treated so terribly, by the way. If you have not checked out that game, Everybody's Gone for the Rapture, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I would highly recommend it if you have not checked it out. Please check out Everybody's Gone for the Rapture. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. I'm not the only one that has lost someone who took over this past year, and yeah. Like I said, I'll be doing a video on it, so I don't want to talk about it too much on the stream, but I do want to do a video on my feelings on death and my feelings about my grandparents passing due to COVID and everything, and it'll be through the lens of What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm just sort of like, it's going to be a hard video to write, and so I've just got to kind of work up the courage to do it, so. Alright. Ooh, yes, Gris. I agree, Robert Smith. Gris is a great game if you have not played Gris. Gris? I'm never entirely sure how to say that, but it is a great game, either way. So. I have played Unraveled. It's been a long time since I played Unraveled. Satira Jones. Apologies if I said your name wrong, but I have played Unraveled. Good game, but it's been a hot minute since I played it, to be very fair. It's okay. I appreciate. We don't need to linger on it. I appreciate everyone saying sorry for your loss. For my grandparents. It is. Oh crap. Oh well, I did not mean to fall down here that quickly. Hopefully I can get back up there because I would like to get some of those collectibles that are up there. But I appreciate everyone's kindness. And people are saying check out Little Nightmares. I do want to play Little Nightmares, especially Little Nightmares 2, which I heard is actually very good. So I do want to play Little Nightmares. Boom, boom, boom. Expert jumps tactics. Is a devastating combat attack. This tactic is more damage when attack. Interesting. Alright. Let's see. Where am I supposed to go here? Oh, God dang it! Just jump right off the edge. Shy, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for being here. And good morning to anybody. It looks like we're getting a lot of folks from the UK in this stream. who are just waking up, and good morning, good morning to all of you. Yes, this is my best British accent. I'm sorry, I'm being deeply offensive to all of you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop that right there. Jessie should not do accents because she is terrible. I got a lot of flack for my British accent in in my turf video, and I felt very bad because like, oh god, dang it. That was just straight up dead. I felt bad because I was like, I wasn't trying to be offensive. I was trying to like parody J.K. Rowling and not like British accents. But so do. Let's see here. I've never played Hades. I feel like I would like Hades, but I also like want more story. I don't know what's against. I guess I hate games. I don't, not hate. Hate is the wrong word. I just like games that like don't have a finish point, and Hades doesn't have a finish point, which like stresses me out because I feel like I would need a finish point. Try a West Coast. I say Jesse shouldn't do accents, so now everyone's like asking, do some accents for us. Ireland, I can do kind of a good Irish. The problem with my accents is they don't really stay consistent. They just kind of like warble from place to place and sort of just jump around into different things and evolve into different like I feel like, yeah, like you can already see like I'm kind of jumping accents there. Like I'm not like an actual like someone who works at accents and actually like practices accents and does their job with accents. Like me, I've studied accents to a degree and I have done acting training, but like good accent people will actually like study accents and listen to how people like do the voices and like actually like practice how accents work. I have not done that. I just sort of picked up what I picked up. So there's sort of a big difference in sort of how I sort of my work. Being very inconsistent with my accents and people actually do it professionally. Excuse me. And I just missed 2 super chats. Let me excuse me. Ooh, I got the drunk hiccups. But I do want to quick check. I missed 2 super chats, and I want to quick get to them. Angie Pugh says, "Do you know any shows you watch, rewatch for comfort? Good feels for me. That's Fruit Baskets, but The Good Place comes close too. Ooh, yes, The Good Place is a good comfort show. What are my comfort shows? I mean, Star Trek obviously is up there. Stargate is obviously a good. Stargate Atlantis is honestly a really good comfort show for me. Parks and Recreation is weirdly like a very good comfort show for me, because the reason that I like Parks and Recreation is because I like Parks and Rec because I love politics. I love fictionalized politics, but sometimes when politics are played out in a real world environment, like something like The West Wing, I can't really invest in it because I'm like, oh, I can see all the problematic stuff within this, like the sort of forgiving of some of the ways that like the U.S. government hurts people, and so it's like I watch The West Wing and I find it to be a good show, but it ultimately feels a little bit like hard to watch because it's like it's sort of like implicating real world politics into it, which is why I love like Star Trek politics and any fictionalized show that has a lot of fictionalized politics is like I can get interested in the intricacies of the politics without getting too invested. And I love Parks and Rec because it feels very real. It feels like it's trying to say something about our real world, but the stakes are so low that with Parks and Recreation that like I feel like, oh, I can invest in this without like feeling bad like people are going to get hurt. And it also has this earnest like optimism that I really love. Like any show that has this earnest optimism about it, I really love. Like Ted Lasso, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen Ted Lasso is another one of those shows that just has that earnest optimism that I really love. And I've just come to realize as an adult, I like TV shows that just have earnest optimism about the future and about life. Like, I don't get me wrong, I don't hate a good cynical TV show. Like, I'm a big Battlestar Galactica fan, as anyone is. But any show that just has this earnest optimism about the world just makes me happy. Because that's who I am. I'm an earnestly optimistic person. Maybe to a fault, but I like just seeing the world as a beautiful place. So I'm going to wax poetically for a second here, but the other day I tweeted, it kind of bothered me because the other day I tweeted out this tweet that the tweet was just, humanity is beautiful. That was the only tweet. And I got all these people in the tweet saying like, oh yeah, well, no, I think humanity's awful. And they would like tweet like like crime statistics. Like people tweeted crime statistics at me and stuff. And I don't think that they were being mean. They were just like being like, well, this is how I see the world. Like I don't think it's beautiful at all. There's like all these horrible things going on in the world. And I understand that. I understand that the world sucks right now in a lot of ways. I totally understand having to see the world that way. But I just like seeing the world is beautiful. I don't know. I just like believing that the world is a beautiful place and that... Sorry, I'm trying to open this chest and I want to say something profound. So let me open this chest real quick. Dang it. Well, I'm gonna pause and say this. I am someone who just... I truly believe in my deepest heart that the world is a good place. And most people are good people who want to care about other people. That all of us, if given the choice, 95% of us would choose to help others and care about others if given the chance. The world sometimes doesn't always allow us those choices because we have to fend for ourselves and work and da-da-da-da-da. But I feel like all of us would care for others. And I really believe that. And I do think that deep down, beyond all the bull crap, we are beautiful people. All of us are beautiful. And I don't think I'm ever going to lose. That's something I'm never want to lose about myself. So, yeah. Yeah. I guess I could have more profound things to say, but a lot of this is actually in my video. Sorry, I don't mean to over-promote that video, but I'm actually, like, there's a reason that video is so important to me because I'm kind of saying things that I've been wanting to say for a long time in that video. Anyways, there was another super chat that I want to get to. Thank you, Angie, for that really wonderful super chat. You obviously struck a nerve in a good way. Let me focus on getting this chest open here. Damn it, I'm gonna die with this stupid chest. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just let this chest kill me. Let's see, Tara, thank you so much for your super chat. You said, just tuned in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Have you ever gotten into an MMORPG? If so, what's your favorite game? I have not really ever gotten into an MMORPG because I'm just, MMORPGs, I feel like their gameplay lacks. And I also, to be very fair, as a kid, I didn't have enough friends to play MMORPGs. And so I just always felt bad. And so I just never got into, oh my god, this wolf is a jerk. I never got into MMORPGs all that much. Combat in this game sucks. Alright. And then there's a couple other super chats that I will get to in just a second here. Alright. Night Jesse, the world is beautiful because of people like you. Thanks for the congrats on the job song. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mary. Oh my god! I just want to pay attention to the super chats and this game just kills me over and over again. Thank you, Mary. Psychic Refugee. Good night, Jesse. I'm tired and should pass. I updated my name recently, and I was hoping I could get a good night, Janie, before I go. Yes, apologies. Hopefully you're still here, but good night, Janie. Have a wonderful evening. You are absolutely lovely, and thank you so much for joining me, and you are absolutely wonderful. It is good to see you, by the way. All right, now I want to make sure I'm caught up with the super chat, and then I'm going to kill this damn wolf. All right. Yeah, verily, I agree with you, Jesse. I think most people mean well, even if they mess up, they want to be good and kind. Yeah, I think so too. Like, I feel like part of the thing that that informs a lot of my videos, like discussing topics like this, like not like this because I'm not talking about anything specific, but like I think a lot of my videos are informed by the fact that I think most people come from a place of wanting to care. Like most people want to care about other people. Oh my god, I hate these stupid stone giants. I think most people want to care, but sometimes go about it the wrong way because of the limited amount of facts or the emotion that they're feeling. The limited amount of facts that they have or the emotion that they're feeling. But I feel like 95% of people, they want to do good for people. And the reason that, like, problems happen is because of people being misinformed or, like, trying to impose, like, not necessarily empathizing correctly, like, trying to impose what they think how life works for them. How life works for them should be how everyone should want to live their life. Oh my god. Oh my god, these stone giants! The problem with these stone giants... Alright, I'm gonna rant about these stone giants. The problem with these stone giants is that freaking rocks take too much of your health every time you get hit. Alright. I like take like half of my health every time I get like freaking hit by them. And these wolves are freaking a pain in the butt. Come on. Alright, I'm just gonna throw rocks at you, because screw it. I'm done dying with these stone giants. I'm just gonna throw rocks at these wolves and be done with it. Alright, there we go. And, like, the reason that I feel like I do, like, how do I put this? I have an anxiety about trying to know as much information as I possibly can, and that is probably what helps me be a little bit more... No, that's not how I want to put that, because I don't think that's correct. I don't know. I'm going to stop that line of thought, because I don't think that's actually right. I just have... Oh my god, this stupid weird monkey thing is just pissing me off. Fuck, right? Clayton! Fuck the stone giants. I agree. Stone giants can go to hell. That, you know what? We're calling it right here. Jesse Ginger hates the stone giants. Everyone's got to be problematic, and you know what? I hate the stone giant community. The stone giant community is awful, and I hate them. Cancel the stone giant community. These are the people that Jesse Gender has time to hate. Jesse Gender has time to hate the stone giants. All right. Let's roll this rock. Maggie the Goblin. All stone giants are bastards. Let's get that trending. Stone giants are bastards. That's hilarious. I'm glad I have instilled this stone giant hate in this community. We are a community built on stone giant hate. All right, here's this gosh darn frackin' chest that has killed me so many times. All right, everybody, chat. I'm gonna focus on this chest. This chest has killed me once before. We're gonna focus on it. Okay. There we go. Let's go up. Okay. Yes. Yeah. There it is. All right. There we go. Can't deal with people whose default mode is everyone is bad. I'd rather be disappointed in every person every single time than to have that mindset. Agreed. Like, it sucks to be disappointed, but I'd rather be disappointed than be overly cynical. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand being cynical. The world gives you ample reason to be cynical, and I don't fault anyone for it. And sometimes, and I talked about this in one of my other streams. Like, cynicism can be useful at times. Like, there is a reason that I've always tried to make clear, like, I don't feel like my way of viewing the world is the only way that the world should be viewed. Like, I am someone who is an eternal optimist who likes to see the good in people, who likes to try and do what's best for people. And sorry, I don't want to mean to, because that makes it seem like I'm saying that people don't want to do it best if they disagree with me. But like, I am an eternal optimist, and that is who I am, and that's how I like to view the world. And I feel like we get into these arguments of like, we should view the world this way, we should view the world this way, we should view the world that way, and then the whole point is like, no. The joy of humanity is that we see things from multiple perspectives. The thing that I think I add to the world is being an eternal optimist. That is who I am, and that is what I wish to try to give back to the world. But I feel like my optimism is well counterbalanced by someone like, I don't necessarily know who to put in counterpoint to me, but like other people who are more cynically minded. And that can be helpful too, depending on how you use that cynicism. And so I don't think that like there's one way, there's one specific way that we have to view the world. I just feel like there is, looks like it's missing some pieces. Time to pick up. Ooh, I love this music. But I just feel like there's multiple ways to view the world. And also, I just want to make sure. Tomorrow, Stone Giant is going to come forward about his hate his community receives and Jesse Gender is going to get canceled. Yep, that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, like on Twitter, I'm gonna get the Jesse Gender cancel mob. It'll be a whole thing. I don't mean to make light of the cancel stuff because that's a whole thing to break down. So like we're joking about it. I also wish to understand like stuff with canceling is a very complex thing to break down and talk about that I don't want to get into here, but. We're joking about it, but I also want to make clear for anyone viewing this stream that I'm not trying to make light of harm or anything, mental health struggles that people have gone through cancel culture and stuff like that. So, Vontuck says most people are good, but we're trapped in systems that reward counterproductive qualities. Yes, 100%, 100% Vontux. That is 100% true. I cannot agree more with you, Vontux, about your statement there. So, also, by the way, sorry, I'm gonna force you all to listen to this for a second. We're gonna appreciate. So, just taking a second here, we are all going to appreciate this game had a composer, a person who worked really hard to make very good music that no one talks about, and this music is so good. So we're gonna listen to it for a hot second. Someone worked very hard on this. Just like listen to this. This is so good. It's so good. It's so good. I just want to, like, someone worked on this and spent a lot of time on this and wanted to make this good music. And I don't even know the composer of this, but it's good. It's very good music. And it's sad that this composer, like, there are people that work very hard and don't get remembered. And this music meant a lot to me as a kid. I love this game, and I think it's just important we take a moment to recognize that the music by this person. Also, screw these little monkey things. They're not as bad as the Stone Giants. These monkey things are awful. I see we're talking about Lindsay Ellis in the chat. I'm gonna kind of abstain from that conversation because I don't want to get too heated on that, especially when I'm drunk. Alright. Reminds me of Dark Crystal chanting. Ooh, yeah, Ian, that is true. It's been a hot minute since I need to rewatch the Dark Crystal TV show. I'm sad that it didn't get renewed for a second season because the Dark Crystal TV show was very good. Age of Resistance, oh god, whoa, whew, that almost murdered me. How do I use my health potions? I have one. There we go. That's how I use the health potion. I want the answer on a fire on a moor. Yes, that is the correct response. That is the correct response, Marg. That is absolutely the correct response. Okay. Some of my favorite video game music is Sonic 2. The Sonic franchise is another, like, who is the YouTuber that I really like? I'm blanking on his name. There's a YouTuber who does really good analyses of video games in general, but also does good analyses of video game music. And they did an analysis of music in the Sonic franchise, and I thought it was really good. And I'm blanking. It was oh gosh, this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna quick look this up because I want to recommend this person because I think they do really, really good work, and I actually very much appreciate them. Let's see, they did. Sorry, I'm gonna recommend them really quickly. Liam Triforce. Liam Triforce does really, really good analyses of video game music and also video games in general. And they did a really good analysis of like the Sonic racing music and like music in general in some of the Sonic games. So I would actually really highly recommend Liam Triforce if you haven't checked them out. They do a very good job. All right. Oof! I gotta look at all these things. All right. Oh, that's where. That's where it came from. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh my god. I want to not... Okay, there we go. I'm like, game, let me do the thing that I want to do. Okay. Ooh, I lost the chat. Because I was looking at Liam Triforce. Netflix did Dark Crystal dirty. Past the salt. No, they did. They did. I loved the Asia Resistance. I need to rewatch that movie. The movie is very good. So... Alright. I need to play the Silent Hill games. I have not played any of the Silent Hill games all the way through, to be very fair. I feel like I played one of them, but not all of them. And I need to really... I know Silent Hill 2 is a lot of people's favorites, and I know I would probably love it. Also, by the way, if anyone... never mind. I'm going to keep teasing my fucking Friday video. Sorry to tease my Friday video, but one of my favorite video games of all time is Control. And there's some elements in my video on Friday that is inspired by Control. And I actually just played the DLC for Control, AWE, yesterday. I had some free time and I actually got to play some video games in the evening, which never happens for me. I never have time to actually play video games during a weekday. And I got to play some of Control, and I finally beat the DLC for Control. If anyone hasn't played the video game Control, so good. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite video games of all time. Easily. Like, not even a question. Actually, you know what? Maggie, you asked one of my favorite video games of all time. I don't know if I would put it in my top 3. I probably would, but it would definitely be in consideration. Control. If you love Eldritch Horror and like stuff like that, and like if you love Eldritch Horror in any way, and you like bureaucratic horror and things like that, like Control is just so good, and the gameplay is just like so. Oh my god! Of course, I fall to my death. The gameplay is so satisfying. I think my only problem with Control is that I honestly wish I had played it on a PlayStation 5 because that's my only complaint about the game is because whenever you would like pause and restart the game, it like jitters a lot, and there's a lot of jitteriness to whenever you play Control because it's just they're trying to do so much with that game. Oh my god. So I would highly recommend Control, but I would recommend playing on a PlayStation 5, if anything. Wait, isn't this where I wanted to go? Why is the cutscene screwing with me here? Okay, I was just saying that was weird. Okay, there we go. To be fair, yeah, I totally understand if Control is too horror for anybody, but oh my god, that game is so good. Oh, I love the sound design in it. Like, the sound design for the hiss, the villains in that game. Like, you go around, the way I love... Yeah, like the DMV. No, Geek Filter. Like, yes, actually, legitimately. I know you're, like, trying to be funny, but, like, legitimately. It is so good. The sound design of that game, what I love about it is, like, you walk around that game, and you start to hear, like, the whole thing with the hiss is like, these voices that you hear in your head. It's just, like, this noise, like little, like, how's it like this? It's, like, little voices. And as you walk around the world of Control, you'll just be wandering around, and you'll just hear, like, these, like, noises, like, in the background of just, like, people mumbling and talking. And it's just so creepy and cool. It's just so good. Oh, my gosh. I cannot gush about Control enough. Like I said, literally the video I'm doing on Friday is directly in, like, there is a direct link between my Friday video and Control. Curio, by the way, Curio did a great video on Control if you're looking for a good analysis in Control. I wanted to do a video of Control so much, but then Curio did it, and I'm like, you know what? Curio said everything that I wanted to say about Control, and so there's no point in me rehashing everything they said, because I would just, at some point, I would just be basically copying what they said, and there's no point in me trying to. It would just be a redux sort of thing. And yes, Ian Manning. I played Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is a great game. I never finished it, but I did really like it. I did really like Alien Isolation quite a bit. Alright. Where's the end of this level?
Look of this.
I want to get to the end of this level so I can play another game. I love this game, but I want to try and play something else. In fact, I think I'm going to jump. You know what? I'm going to... Do I have... Yeah, I have... I'm going to grab one more beer. It'll be my last beer of the evening, but I am going to play for another hour or so. So we're going to play for another hour. Tara Mouth, have you read any Franz Kafka? Did you just ask me if I've read Kafka? I love Kafka. Like, Metamorphosis is one of my favorite stories because it pisses me off so much. Like, I remember having to argue this with a college class. Like, I legitimately have, like, a traumatic memory about in a college class. Not I don't mean to I don't mean to diminish the word. It's not actually traumatic, but it was a college course class that I had that we were talking about Kafka. And I fought in class. I'm like, Metamorphosis pissed me off so much, and I loved it for it. Whenever I read Metamorphosis, I get so pissed off. It makes me so angry, and I love it because it just like makes me like understand the plight. Like, Kafka does such a good job of like the horror, the body horror, but like making me understand the plight and emotion of the person going through the horror, like identifying with the monster. It's such a thing that I was like, oh, I so feel this. Kafka is great. Kafka is fantastic, and I am offended. Not really, but I am offended that you would even ask me if I've read Kafka. I say with a smile because, of course, like, I'm not offended at all. Savory Lemon, well, you have to bounce. Heart to you, love you. I am going to quick use the bathroom again because I need to pee. I just saved. I'm going to pee, grab another beer, and I'm going to come back and we're going to switch games. I'm probably going to play either Oblivion, Mirror's Edge, or... I don't know. I'll figure it out. We're going to jump over console. So I'm going to play another game. And I'm going to just quick use the bathroom, grab another beer, and then we'll switch consoles to play another game. So just be right back, everybody. And cheers to everyone. I'm going to hit A so you can like hear the music. Oh, well, you can watch this cutscene.
Along the low path. The old dwarf mines are down there.
The goblins drove the dwarves from those strongholds long ago. Now, all manner of vile creatures roam those halls.
You dwarves will find Mr. Baggins, or I'll go alone and leave you to get out of here as best you can.
Alright, I is back, everyone. Hopefully we weren't waiting too long. Alright. Well, Angie, thank you so much. So just channels here for mental health. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I can help. And thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. Like, I'm glad that my channel makes you feel seen. I'm glad that it helps your mental health. And thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate that. Okay. I have to quick, I have to get on my knees and switch out the HDMI cord, so we're going to quick pop on the Xbox. So I'm going to quick pop that on. You're seeing how the magic works. There's a lot of cable, like right here, all this is constructed and looks very beautiful and nice. Everything over here is hell. There's a lot of wires going on, so I just got to quick switch the wires here. Alright. That one out. Okay. Should do it. Yep, you're seeing the Xbox One logo now. Should be good. Alright. Jesse is also right about Curio being great. I love Curio. Curio is absolutely fantastic. They have a video coming out on the Matrix sequels, which I am very pumped for, considering the Wachowskis are some of my favorite directors, and I actually really love the Matrix sequels quite a bit. So I'm actually very excited for their videos. To be fair, I will also, being fully honest and open, I am a patron of Curio. I don't think Curio knows I exist, but I am a patron of theirs, so just being open about that I do give, I think, $5 a month to Curio. All right. Cade, where's Newt? Newt is in the other room? I probably on my bed sleeping, I would presume. If I sang, he probably would come, but he was here earlier. Aw, thank you, everybody. Jesse makes the world a better place. Oh, thank you, everyone. Jesse's... Why is it that every time I leave, everyone ends up being very nice? I really appreciate that. You all are super nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. Switch out the HDMI cables. That you kids are calling it nowadays. Look, I only have one capture card, and I need to... There was a sexy innuendo in there somewhere that I'm not entirely sure about. All right, what do we all wish to play? All right. I feel like either I want to play some Mirror's Edge, but that it's not installed yet. So I'm probably feeling like let's see. Sorry, I'm opening up my beer here. Oh, well, thank you, Lorcan. I appreciate that you linked me to Curio's channel. I don't know if they checked it out either. I haven't heard anything. But I hope so. But I appreciate that, Lorcan. All right, what do we want to play? I'm feeling probably either Oblivion or Fallout New Vegas. I feel like I'm leaning... Let me see what everyone feels like. So here's my feeling. I feel like Fallout New Vegas is definitely the better game. I feel like I would like Fallout New Vegas more, but the problem is I have to play through the intro of Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout New Vegas intro isn't that long, but I'm further along in Oblivion on my Xbox One. I have save files from like my Xbox 360, but those are long gone, I'm sure. So I feel like I'm leaning towards Oblivion because I can kind of start in media res there, but Fallout New Vegas I feel like is the better game, but I feel like I don't want to start at the beginning there, so... Let's go with... Oblivion is somewhat lighter. Let's go with Oblivion. We're going to go with Oblivion, everybody. So, Jesse is a nerd. You said you were being too nice, but I'm okay. I'm a nerd, too. We're all nerds. We're all nerds in some way or another. All of us are nerds. Tara, I've never played Fallout New Vegas, but I've heard that as a trans girl, it's required to play. Yes. Yes. I also need... Alan Wake is also great, by the way. Ian said Alan Wake. Alan Wake is also great. Made by the same people who made Control, by the way. And it looks like the next game after Control that they're making is sort of an Alan Wake Control crossover, which I'm super pumped for. So, and it's a great game. Basically, everything Remedy's done is actually fantastic. The company that made Alan Wake, Control, and Quantum Break, Remedy, I love their stuff. Love their stuff. So... Like, I feel like I want to play Fallout New Vegas more, but I also don't want to replay the beginning of Fallout New Vegas, so we're gonna go with Oblivion here. Thank you very much, Kaylee Kez. Hi, sexy. How are you today? We're at you're in. Don't call me sexy because you're engaging the horny Jesse part of me right now, and I am too many beers in for horny Jesse to make a reappearance. All right. Oh. Okay, this is where I was. There was the one goblin that was a pain in the butt. Or, no, sorry, I have to go back and talk to you.
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you? If only we'd gotten him. This is indeed dark day.
Turn up the volume a little bit. I feel like the volume's a little bit too quiet here. I feel like I'm a little bit too quiet, actually.
Did you find the Count's ring?
That's better. Da-da-da-da-da. Hi. Cool. That mic seems about good there. And, yeah, the music seems good here. Is now to... let's see. Maggie Evans, is now a bad time to admit that I think you're cute. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's at least that's the that's another video that I'm actually planning on making. So for those of you who don't know, next month I'm actually planning on, I have my first consultation for facial feminization surgery, which I'm very excited about. And one of the things that I want to talk about with that is I'm going to do a video called My Sexy Video. I'm going to talk about me and my feelings about feeling sexy, because I've never felt sexy in my life. And I actually want to, like, talk about that as part of the video. I think that'll be kind of like a interesting discussion about what sexy means to me and sort of like all that sort of stuff in that. So, all right. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. Thank you for affirming my adorableness. I like being considered adorable. It's cute and adorable. I like my favorite things. Alright, what do I need to do quest-wise here? That's a completed quest, current quest. Find the air. Let's do that. Show us your character. My character is, let's see, random, I forget what I made, like random girl with the very blue hair. That's about it. And she's actually wearing pants this time. Look at that butt. You can't really, there, look at that butt. It's a good butt. It's a good fantasy butt. But yeah. Let's see. This game is Oblivion. We are playing Oblivion now. I've jumped over to Oblivion. Also, we're at the dark, scary part of Oblivion. I don't like the dark, scary part of Oblivion. My favorite parts of Oblivion are actually like me hanging around in town, sort of parts of Oblivion. So screw this like dark and dreary Oblivion stuff. Stop complimenting my looks. I appreciate it, you beautiful people, but it also makes me very embarrassed. All right. What sexy means to me, such an interesting topic. When I became trans, it completely exploded my brain, thinking of beauty standards like never before. Still, the desire to be sexy remains. Right? I mean, that's what the video is going to be about. Like, there's an element in me that's like, before, how to explain this? I've always known that I felt like I was a girl. And this is what the video is going to be. I'll give you all the 80 of you that are here the quick and dirty version of that video that I'm going to make. And it's going to be much more elegant. I'm going to wear sexy lingerie. I have the whole video planned out. But anyways, the quick and dirty version of it is like when I came out before I came out as trans, as a young kid, I knew I was a girl. But as someone who was raised as a boy, the way that I understood what being a girl meant, like I felt like a girl, but the way that culture taught me that a girl was someone to be ogled at. And so it was this idea of like sexy is to be an object of desire. And so I've internalized a lot of that in a few different ways. And so there's an element of me today that's like being sexy still means being an object of desire. And I don't like that, but there is an element of me that gets turned on by it, but also dislikes it quite heavily. It's I don't know, there's a lot to break down. Again, I'm gonna have a whole 30-minute sort of discussion on this topic about like what I feel about that and my uncomfortability with my own like feelings on it. It's like I feel this way, but I also find problems with the way I feel, but I also can't get rid of the way I feel about stuff because of how I was raised and what that means. I think there's a lot of like interesting things to be discussed within that. Yeah. Also, what's going on with this girl? She's high. You're just gonna be just floating in your tent here?
I'm just tired. I can't face it. I have to start over from nothing.
What? What?
Good to see you.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What? She's just floating in her tent and she's like, I'm so sorry. Everything's dark and depressing and I have to start. Girl, you're floating through a tent. You got life made. Your life is made! I don't know why this makes me laugh so much, but like... I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at this girl's very clear issues that she has to deal with, but like, you're floating through a tent. Dear God. Also, thank you everyone for relating to what I was saying earlier, but oh my God.
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire and something worse in the ruins.
Fair. Fair, the smell. That's your biggest problem right now is the smell. Not being okay. We're good to talk to you.
I'm really busy. Oh.
This is my favorite character. This is my favorite character in all of in the entire Citadel.
Or they died. I don't know how the fire started, but it burned Kvatch to the ground. If you mean the priest, I don't think he made it out of the...
Oh my God, okay.
Enough talk.
That's absolutely hysterical. Oh my gosh.
She's still in Kvatch.
I was very happy about that.
About how you helped the guard drive the Daedra back. Well done.
Well, Kaylee Kez, thank you so much. Remember, Jesse Ginger, you are beautiful. That's the mantra at the moment. No. Yes. Right down here, as it says, right below the boobs, right here. Remember, you are beautiful. And I do need to remember that myself, so. Come with me, you're in... Oh, this is Martin. Wait. Am I actually legit talking to Martin? It's freaking Sean Bean, everybody. Sean freaking Bean. Trans girl sexuality is so politicized, it makes it difficult to have a clear sense of self when your sexuality is like constantly up for debate on Twitter. LMAO. Yeah, right? I agree. Very much I agree. I very much agree. This is like that scene in Star Trek The Next Generation, the woman has fallen half through the floor. Also true.
Danger, you say?
Yes, Sean
You
Bean,
came
you're in
here to
danger,
tell
Sean
me
Bean.
this.
Sean Bean, you're
Explain
going to
yourself
die.
and leave me alone.
Because you always
There are many
die.
others here who actually need your help. Yes. I'm a
Well,
priest.
this priest is very much like,
Need
protect the
priests.
masses. I'm down for that.
I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having
Oh,
trouble
it's a priest questioning
understanding
his religion.
if all this is part of a divine plan.
Oh, look at that
I'm
trope.
not sure I want to have. If you came
Let's
to
go
me
the
for help,
atheist route.
you're more of a fool. Look around. What good is a priest?
Wow, someone's very disillusioned.
Emperor Uriel's... No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh.
Can I turn up the audio on the voice volume? Let me turn up the voice volume because they're a little bit low.
An entire city destroyed to get at me? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, Sean.
Because I'm the Emperor's
Oh,
son?
Maggie. Yep, Maggie the Goblin. You're heading out. Have a wonderful evening. It was good to see you. Why would I lie to you?
No, strange.
Yeah, Martin is Sean
think you
Bean.
might
This
have
is
to tell
they got
the
some
truth.
good voice cast
Does
members
this
for this
mean
game. They have
you
Patrick
want-
Stewart as the Emperor, who, to be fair, Emperor was only around for like 10 minutes. But then Sean Bean as well, who's around for a decent chunk of the game, to be fair. And that's the only budget they spent on their voice actors because the rest of the game is voiced by like 5 people.
You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they s- Yes.
Yay! Come with me, Sean Bean. I hope you're happy. Alright, so I have to walk him all the way back to the Priory? Jesus. Okay, can I just fast travel there? Do I really have to walk all the way there? Kind of how weird this game sometimes is. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, we'll just fast travel there. Let's just cheat this thing. On a long enough timeline, all Sean Bean characters die. Lorcan, you are absolutely correct. On a long enough timeline, all of Sean Bean. I'm trying to think, is there a Sean Bean character that doesn't? Like, oh god. Oh, I have to defend
Help!
him.
You must help! They're killing everyone at Waynon Prior.
I love how you're like, I love this shot. He's just like, hi, they're killing everybody. As there's a dude literally chasing him. There's a dude literally chasing him behind him right now. Kaylee Kaz, thank you so much for... You are hitting on me, Kaylee Kaz, and I appreciate it, but also... Stop. I don't know what to say. But I appreciate it. I love my hair. My hair is great. Thank you. Hold on. Tell me what happened. Hold on! I know you're being chased by a crazy mad murderer guy who's literally right behind you, is kindly waiting in the background. But explain to me. Explain to me what's happening.
I was in the sheepfold. Looked around. So
I gotta turn. The music is way too loud. I love the music in this game, but it is way too loud here. That's much better. Because I want to actually hear what the people have to say.
I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must
have a
help
good night,
us.
Geek Filter. It was wonderful to see you.
You shouldn't have done that.
Why shouldn't I have done that? Alright. Let's kill this. Kill this dude. Oh god, so many dudes!
Only the chosen will survive. Paradise awaits me. I do not fear death.
Oof. Friggin' Sean Bean is just a boss. Dang! Sean Bean just straight up murdering these dudes. Dang. Alright, I'll take that. Let me rob your corpses. I love robbing corpses. Robbing corpses is what I do. Alright, where am I going? What's happening? I'm just supposed to kill everybody in the priory. Find the air. Alright. Kaylee Kez, don't worry. I appreciate the being hit on. Honestly, drunk Jesse needs to be hit on. I appreciate the being hit on. It's been too long since I've been hit on. Oh, let me kill these people.
My eyes playing tricks on me.
Oh, sorry, Sean. There we go. Dead row people.
You're back.
I know, I'm back, Joffrey. I love you and your face.
I had just time to arm myself. The Amulet of Kings.
Maggie Evans, would you ever do... well, have a great... Thank you, Verily. It was great hanging out with you. Thank you for joining us. Maggie says, would you ever do a convention in the UK? Yeah, for sure. If I can pay for it, for sure. I'm planning on... the next convention... I'm planning on doing whatever the next convention is. Once I get vaccinated fully, get my second dose, I'm planning on doing whatever the next big convention is here in Seattle, so that'll be happening. I'm planning on going to the big Star Trek convention next year in Chicago. But I wouldn't be against doing a UK convention. Honestly, I want to go back. I lived in the UK for a semester of college, and I loved it. Trans rights stuff aside, because the UK is terrible for trans rights at the moment. But trans rights stuff aside, I would love to go back and visit the UK, because I loved the UK when I lived there for 6 or 7 months. It was one of my favorite times in college, so... Like, the UK, I mean, outside of politics, which... Fuck politics, but, outside of politics stuff, I really liked the UK. I thought it was really beautiful.
I fear the enemy came here for the Amulet of Kings.
Hello.
Angie, some guy said I was so cute and I blocked him. Very much so. I'm not saying any of you have done this, but I've gotten many messages. Being a YouTuber, like, I get a bunch of messages from people saying, like, you're so hot, you're so cute, I think you're adorable and wonderful and, like, sexy and very, like, those are actually the mild ones. I've gotten very objectifying comments on Facebook and Instagram and other places. And it's like, there's an element of, like, thank you. You're creeping me out, and I'm blocking you because the way you said that was very objectifying of me. But also, I'm kind of appreciative. So it's a whole thing. I lived in the UK for a semester of college. I did a semester of college in the UK.
They've taken. So it is not Martin.
Oh well, hello. I am in Seattle. So.
But we must play for time, at least. We should.
So I would love to go back to just Europe in general. UK probably specifically would probably be the easiest for me, but I would love to go to Europe in general at some point again. It's been a while, but it all depends on money. Really is money and again pandemic. But pandemic hopefully in a year's time will be sort of hopefully irrelevant in the long term.
You wonder to find the Chancellor. We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Roller Temple.
Watching this gets me in the mood to play Skyrim, but I've been getting bored of the game lately. Yeah, that's the thing, is like there hasn't been any like big game that's like really caught me. I know I want to play Returnal so bad. Returnal looks very, very good as a game. I'm very excited to play Returnal, but obviously I have to have a PS5 for that. Like the last game that really captured my like ooh, I need to play this was both Ghost of Tsushima and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Those two games like really captured like, oh, I need to play this. But since then I haven't really had a game that I'm like, I really need to play this. But I'm hoping Returnal, Resident Evil I can't play because I don't have a PS5, but Resident Evil Village and then Mass Effect Remaster. I know Mass Effect Remaster will definitely capture me and want me. Honestly, I almost wanted to replay Mass Effect tonight, but I'm like, I've got to wait for the remaster trilogy. I can't start replaying it on the old games, so I am going to wait till Mass Effect Remaster, but I know the Mass Effect Remaster games are going to catch me. So. Oh, no. Kaylee Kez. You were not disrespectful. By the way, Kaylee Kez, I just want to be clear. You were not disrespectful in the slightest. I don't mind the things that I was talking about on people on Facebook and Instagram. They were like legit very objectifying. Like I don't even like want to dredge up some of the stuff they said. They were sort of like, it was very much like, it was very clear that my agency in this situation had no consideration in their mind. It was very much like, oh, I wanna have sex with you because you are a pretty thing that I can look at. And it was like, that was sort of the implication of a lot of stuff. And I don't think you were saying that at all, Kaylee Kez. You like, there's a difference between thinking that I am someone pretty that you can look at on a YouTube video, and like someone who like thinks I am pretty but also like understands my agency within the fact that they think I'm pretty. Like there's a very different distinction between like someone who objectifies me and someone who like thinks I'm pretty and allows for my agency even within the fact that I'm pretty. Like don't ever worry about that. There's a distinct difference. Like I think Philosophy Tube actually talked about this once in one of her videos or like on a tweet or something, where like she makes clear it's like there's a difference. There's a different line between like someone who's like, you're sexy and I want to like have sex with you because I think you're an object that I think is like cute that I want to have sex with, versus someone who's like, I think you're pretty. Also, I understand you're a full human being and who exists and has thoughts and opinions and ideas. Also, who I would like think is very pretty and want to flirt with. Like, there's a distinct difference. So don't worry. That's there is a vast difference between what you have been doing, Kaylee Kez, and those people. So Kaylee Kez, your flirting is appreciated. I will flirt with you all day. Don't worry. I need to practice my flirting. So like, please flirt with me. It's okay. I have no problem with you being a flirt. So. Alright. How do I do the Thief's Guild? I'm trying to remember what, because the Thief's Guild was honestly my favorite side quest in this game. I honestly forgot. What am I supposed to do? Where's some side? I want to get some side quests because I don't have. I just have like the main quest right now, and I don't want to just do the main quest here. Maybe I should start. You know what? I apologize, everyone. I feel like I'm going to switch over to Fallout New Vegas because I'm like, I like this game. Well, maybe I shouldn't be so quick to jump around. I just like, I'm looking for quests and I only have this current quest and I'm forgetting how to get other ones. Excuse me. Oh boy, there's a... Let's see. No, the blue hair is not. It's just a straight up like thing I can do. Well, thank you, Kaylee Kez. I appreciate it. You are stunning. I want to do that. Well, I appreciate that very much. I really do, actually. Oh my god, did my thing break? Ah. Punch these things to death. Okay. Seriously, my axe break? I forgot that there was like the Yeah, it did break. I forgot that like weapons could break in this game. Let's see. Play what you wish. You should enjoy yourself. Well, thank you. I'm just debating because it's like I like this game, but I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's the problem. Because I know this is like an earlier Bethesda game, and Fallout New Vegas is a little bit better about like giving you quests. Whereas like this game I feel like doesn't give you quests as easily. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to play until about 1 o'clock my time, so I got about another 45 minutes. We'll see how long this goes for another 45 minutes or so. Alright. Also, I just love the scenery in this game. Like, Skyrim is a much graphically better game. And, like, clearly, like, look at those, like, not... Like, those textures are not popping in anytime soon. But it's still, like, I love the scenery in this game. It is kind of nice. Even if the game's textures don't really pop in.
This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not
You
had
do
the
have a good
honor
flirt
of
game.
an
I
emperor's
would
visit.
agree, Kaylee Kaz. You do have a good flirt game.
Well,
You have an
thank you.
excellent flirt game.
The honor is mine.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you.
Right? Skyrim on the map? Yeah, Skyrim is north. So Skyrim is up here. Where is it? Does it show it? Or maybe it doesn't. There it is. Skyrim. Right there. Yep. Look at that on the map. And then Morrowind, I believe... You can find Morrowind down here. Is that Morrowind? No, it's Elsewhere. I need to play Elder Scrolls Online, because I'm not a big MMORPG fan, but I feel like I would actually like Elder Scrolls Online. I feel like it would be kind of relaxing in a weird way. Here's Morrowind. There it is. Alright. Maggie Evans, my dilemma currently is, do I keep watching or do I walk my dog? Well, here's how you solve that dilemma. Put me on your phone, and then you can watch me while you walk your dog. No, don't. You don't have to be that. You don't have to do that. But walk your dog. Your dog deserves to be walked. I will, like I said, I'm going to be playing for another 45 minutes. So,
Dark times are upon us.
Oh.
The Emperor
Jeffrey
and his
is giving
sons
a
were
speech.
slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son
Sean
of
Bean.
Uriel Septim.
Hail, Dragonborn! Hail, Martin Septim! Hail!
Hail!
The
I
blade
love
are
like
at your command.
I
You
do
will be
love that
safe
there's
here
like
until
only
you can
6
take up
people,
your
and
throne.
at the very least they only like do voices
All
for
of
6
you.
people.
I
So
know
it's like
you
hail,
want
hail!
me to
It's
be
like
emperor.
it's not like a crowd. It's
Do
like
my
6
best.
people being like hail.
But
It
this
feels
is
very
all new to
underwhelming in
me.
a little bit, in little ways.
I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it.
I love how he just
Thank
instantly agrees. It's like, yeah, no, I'm probably the Emperor's son.
Thank you, Martin.
Look how pretty that sunset is. It's so
Okay,
nice.
Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though.
Yeah, it was a good
Blades
speech. Also,
saluting you
people,
and
I guess,
hanging
like
his
love,
marks and septum.
you know,
I don't mean to sound
authority figures.
ungrateful.
It's fine. It's not a problem.
Everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea.
That's good. We shouldn't stan our
Of
emperors.
course.
You know, it's
The
fine.
amulet of kings. So
Also,
we-
the face model on this
I
character is actually pretty good, to
can
be
take it to
fairly
the
honest.
Temple of the One.
For the
and
time
light
being, it's actually a
dragonflies
fairly good facial model.
and stop the Oblivion invasion.
I got the Elder Scrolls Online Imperial Edition. It was good value for the money. It came with an art book that was just packed with so much lore. Ooh, that sounds like kind of fun.
The emperor.
The first time I had sex, we didn't even talk. We
That's
just had
an
sex. I
idea
only knew
that
their
takes
name
some
because the
getting
teacher
used
said
to.
it in class as
In
Morgus
any
Power.
case, we need
Yeah,
the
I mean,
amulet
I'm trying to remember. What was the first time?
Maybe Joffrey will know where to start.
Actually, I don't want to talk about the first time I had sex. The second time I had sex was much better. First time I had sex is
I haven't always been a priest. In my youth,
not great.
I followed a
To be
different
very
path.
honest with you. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But anywho,
Don't worry about me, my friend.
sorry,
I know I'm in good.
wiping that from my mind right now because that was not a good experience. But yeah, no, second time I had sex, which is like what I like to consider my first time having sex, was like awkward. It was like very awkward and weird and strange. And honestly, it was with someone who was. Oh, bye, Maggie. Have a good time. I hope your dog walking goes well. The first time I had sex, it was with someone who was affirming, like, who knew I was trans and was affirming of that, but we tried. I had never, like, used my downstairs equipment pre-transition at all. And so I was like, I kind of want to try it and see if I like it. And we did it, and it was like, she had a lot of fun, but for me, I wasn't like upset, but it was very much like, I don't feel anything with this. Like, I didn't get anything out of it. And so it was just sort of like very awkward. Like, sex is such a strange thing, so.
And I take it the other. They're of the same mind.
You know that no matter what happens, no matter what thing.
Good evening, Mom.
Alright. Give me some missions!
It is my...
Yay! I'll take the blade. Let's see. What bothers me in Oblivion is the Emperor had 3 sons in their 50s. Shouldn't he have had a bunch of grandchildren too? Probably, but who cares at this point? All right, let's see.
May Talos guide you. It is good.
Yes, give me. Okay, Amulet of Kittens.
Give
me some missions. I want to get. I forget how I'm supposed to do the. Because my favorite. Honestly, my favorite mission set, like the mission sequence in this game, is the Thieves Guild. I really love the Thieves Guild in this game. What is the color of night, Sanguine? That is my favorite. That is legit my favorite quest line in this series, but I don't remember how to start it. So if anyone in the chat remembers, how to start the Thieves Guild, I would actually greatly appreciate it.
Sit down. Don't say anything.
Alright, sweet. Shit. Oh, nope, don't want to pull out my sword. Don't, just ignore the blue lady.
Listen, I'm going
Gosh, I tower over. I am like Brienne of Tarth up in here. I am Brienne of Tarth in this dude. And I am all about it. I am the tall, powerful lady. I don't get to feel this often. Because I am usually the embarrassed, weak, and very dorky girl. So I'll take the strong, sword-wielding girl here. Totally, hey, parchment ink, totally understandable. I don't have sexual interests, so I focus more on school and video games. Legit. Totally cool if you don't have sexual interests. Honestly, probably for the best, to be very honest. So. Alright.
We can't.
Don't. Okay, I'll follow you. Just, what do you want me to do? I love how I like awkward, like the way I get off that chair is like my legs are not supposed to bend that way. Step on us, tall lady, right? I'm so excited for the. Can I just talk about, like, I'm so excited, like, I feel, again, complicated feels. We want to talk about complicated feels. I have such complicated feelings about the upcoming Resident Evil game because it's like tall aristocratic lady is very sexy, but I also feel like weird about sexualizing aristocratic people. Like, she is like, I have more money than you, and because of that and it's like there's a part of me that's like, oh, I find you kind of sexy, but also bad aristocrats. I hate you. People who have the class warfare. But also you're hot. So it's like complicated feels all around. But it's also just a game. So it's okay for me to want to sexualize creepy vampire women who don't actually exist. The only people I sexualize will be fictional characters. So let's see.
Search his body. I'll keep an eye out in case any. Search his body.
Also, can we just talk about, like, there is a lot of criticism to level at Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Like, I'm replaying this game like, oh, this game doesn't hold up to the standards of today. But I'm like, as a kid, this was like Dungeons and Dragons come to life. Like, this game was, like, it was such a huge, it was like a whole world. It was a whole world that I could explore. Ah, and this game is great. Like, I understand the criticism against this game, but also, this game is great.
Good. I am glad to see you, by the way. You just caught me at a bad time.
Yeah, we fetishize old money, you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. What a mood, Elizabeth says. Yes, I agree. Valentine Kiphall, one of your scenes made me desire to fix my Xbox that broke 4 years ago, and now I'm playing Banjo-Kazooie's here. Oh my god, Valentine, you're playing Banjo-Kazooie for the first time. Oh my god, I am so happy for you. That is amazing. Banjo-Kazooie is the best thing. I almost consider playing Banjo-Kazooie tonight. Like, I might play it again tomorrow. Like, Banjo-Kazooie, best game series ever, period, full stop. Anyways, we'll be here. Right? Like, Downton Abbey is like, I hate Downton Abbey. It's literally, that entire series is literally written by a lord. Like, the guy is literally a lord. And I'm just sort of like, but I find aristocrats kind of fascinating, though. It's that weird, like, fascination we have as humans. Is like, my internal self is like, I am an anarchist. I am someone who wants to believe that power structures inherently need to justify themselves, and I don't. And I believe in community, and like power structures should be inherently communal. But I also find like watching aristocrats and old money and people with power to be fascinating. Like, I watched so many documentaries about like far right extremist people. I have literally watched every documentary you can find about far right extremists. I have probably watched because I find them endlessly fascinating. They're like desire for hierarchy and desire for like power and things like that. And I'm like, I don't feel that, but I'm also fascinated by that feeling. So there's like this interesting like feeling, because I also have a lot of anxiety too, and like I live in anxiety all the time, and I feel like maybe my empathy comes from, like, I understand a lot of other people live in anxiety too, but they don't acknowledge it as such, and they want to get rid of their anxiety by being like, oh, there's a power structure that I can live up to, and like the power structure totally knows what to do. But I'm also someone who's just like, yeah, power structures are bullshit, and people who have power are also like don't know what the fuck they're doing, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. The humans and people in power structures are also human and also don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, like, no one knows what the fuck we're doing. And so it's just sort of like this thing of, like, I empathize enough with people in power structure to know that they have no idea what they're doing. But I'm also fascinated by people who think that they, like, have the right to tell other people that they know what they're doing. It's fascinating. There's a lot of psychology to break down there. I am too drunk to do so, but it is fascinating.
So you said.
So.
That's very bad news.
Anyways.
I had hoped I heard you correctly. There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert on Daedric cults. Why don't you take that book? If you learn... Like I said. I hope you learned something from Tarmina about that book.
Can I get some side quests? I don't care about this main quest.
What do you need?
Like, Sean Bean is great, but I want some side quests. Give me some side quests. Alright. I hate that Lord servant stuff. The royal family are a bunch of unelected spongers. Agreed. I have led teams and it's really hard to break down hierarchy. So many people want it. It's weird. Yeah, it is interesting. Well, I understand it though. Like, there's an element that like there's an element of me that like gets it, because like, I mean, hell, we're standing in the middle of the Capitol in this game series here. Like, we build these giant penis monuments here, right? Because we feel a need, like, we build these monuments because it's like, oh, we want to feel like there's some order to the world. Like, that the world makes sense, but the world doesn't. The world makes no sense. The only sense that I think we can make of it is either hierarchy, like someone at the top knows what the world is, which I think is bullshit. No one knows what they're doing. And so we make these hierarchical structures, but they, like kings and queens and presidents and whatever, don't know what they're doing as much as any of us don't know what we're doing. So like the hierarchical structure, I understand the desire for it, but it ultimately is bullshit. The only other thing we can reach out towards is like each other and community and finding each other, and that's what I like to do. It's like I would rather reach out to all of you. I would rather be like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I make weird videos on the internet, and I hope it means something to you, and sometimes they do. And I'm very honored by that. But I just make weird videos on the internet, and the only thing that makes this work meaningful, the things that I do meaningful, is because of all of you. I could make random crap into a void. I could be playing this video game. This is... Okay, I'm going to rant for a second. I hate playing video games by myself. I get a lot of anxiety playing video games by myself. The reason that I hate playing video games by myself, and I've come to like understand, this is like me talking with my therapist and having anxiety about this. The reason that I don't like playing video games alone is because I like experiencing things with other people. You know, I know that I exist and that I'm a human being and that I am allowed to have my own desires separate from everybody. But, and sorry, I am reading the chat. I'm just sort of catching up on it. But, like, the only thing that makes any of this meaningful, I'm playing this video game right now. The only thing that makes this meaningful is because I'm sharing it with all of you. Like, look at all of you. Vivi, Angie, Oni, Celestial Amethyst, Clayton Berg, Kaylee Kez, Seal0626, Catherine Lambeth, like, Paul Pelver, Bontux, like, all of you. Like, this feels more meaningful because I'm sharing it with all of you. I love that. There was a part of me that debated. I'll be honest, like, there's a part of me debated, like, it's like my Friday plans were canceled, and I could have just played video games on my own, and I could play video games on live stream, and I like playing video games. Like, there's a certain amount of anxiety of being on live stream, so like, this is preserved for all time. People will, like this video will exist after I close out this video, so that is what it is. But, like, I like that I'm like, there are currently, as I look at the stream analytics right now, there are certainly 71 of you watching this right now. And, like, I like that. I like that there are people hanging out with me. I don't know, I lived most of my early life in my life playing video games by myself, and I like the fact that I can play video games with people that... just with people that matter, people that I care about. I love seeing all of you who come back to the stream week after week. I love seeing all of you who come to the stream for the first time. It's just nice to hang out with people. Yeah. I played this game before. Like, if it was only about the experience, I played Oblivion 1,000,000 times before. But it feels more important because this is the first time I'm playing Oblivion with people. And I just want to let you know, I'm checking the chat. I see everyone saying group hugs, saying thank you for sharing this with us. Jesse, you are so lovely. I always feel bad because I read the chat and I check up on the chat, so don't feel bad. Like, I am reading what you're saying. I always try to verbalize it if I can, but I am reading your comments, and it's nice to hang out with all of you. So, anyways, we're gonna keep playing, but yeah, I just know that, like, the reason. Oh, thank you, Alexandre de. Oliveira. I apologize. I'm gonna say that wrong. I'm so sorry, but Alexandre. Apologies if I said your name wrong. I am sorry, but you are so great. Well, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for saying that. And yeah, I don't know. I like this. I like hanging out with all of you. I mean, I'm in an empty room by myself, but I feel like I'm hanging out with people, and I appreciate that. So, hugs to all of you. All right, we're going to keep playing. Well, Claytonberg, thank you so much. These streams are meaningful to me as well. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And also, I just like Oblivion. By the way, can I just say how much I like Oblivion? Because it's like, I feel like I'm in a world.
I'm listening.
I want to give this lady a hug! No, I'm kidding. She's just like, who are you?
Renee Giannette. My husband, Salomon, has a court...
I love that this is how she introduced, like, hi, my name is Renee Salomette. My husband isn't a very important person. And I'm like, I haven't even said 2 words to you, lady. Calm the frack down.
Yes?
Alright. Let's see. I love this minigame.
Good one.
Everyone hates this minigame.
Not
I
now,
love it.
not later,
Let's see.
not-
So she likes
Don't waste your
being
precious what I
boasted
hear.
at, and she likes
Good one.
jokes.
You can't scare me. My life is... Oh, yeah, I get it. Don't talk such... Sure, that's... Not
Don't
now.
talk such
That's
rot.
That's just talk. That works for me. It's so sad. Good thing... You too.
Aw, thank you, everybody. You are one of the most fun people to hang out with. Thank you, Jedi Indiana Jones. You are very kind. By the way, I will say, Jedi Indiana Jones, I loved your video that you made a few weeks ago where you did the pepper challenge. I know you couldn't finish it, but it was very nice to see. I really appreciated that. I thought that was a very sweet video. Thank you for sharing it in the Discord. Thank you. And hugs to everybody. I really love this community. Jesse's wonderful, but so is everyone else here. I really enjoy you all. Thank you, everyone. Consensual hugs. Anyone who wants a hug. Oh, God! No! Ah! I'm so sorry! I literally was like gonna give everyone a hug, and I put down the controller and I attacked this poor Imperial Watch officer. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You saw it. My hands were not there. I was gonna give everyone a consensual hug, and then I attacked a poor officer. I'm sorry. I'll pay my gold.
Okay.
I was just trying to share love. Oh no. I was just trying to be kind. There's probably some social commentary in that, but I'm not gonna deal with that right now. Alright. Anyways, let's get back to what I was doing. I'm also just 1 second. 1 second. I'm just gonna. Can I just. How much I love the sound of crickets. I used to be in the Boy Scouts, and I just miss being. It's been so long since I've been camping, and I like Seattle. I like Seattle more than I love being in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles, I feel like, was very isolating from nature, and at least in Seattle I feel close to nature. But I used to work at a Boy Scout camp. I used to be the assistant program director of a Boy Scout camp, and I miss the sound of being alone in the woods at night. So, yeah. Well, BRB, we'll see you in a second, Kaylee Kez. Sword hugs! The moral, I guess the moral is don't hug in game. Don't hug the cops. Yes. Do not hug the cops. Cops do not deserve hugs. At least especially when they're on duty. So that's a whole, yeah. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole while I'm drunk, but that's the whole thing. Ensign Cricket in the house, says Lorcan Nickel. Oh my god, I need to finish that video. I keep meaning... I know what the next Ensign Cricket video is going to be. I've just been kind of avoiding it because it's kind of a larger video.
What is it, citizen?
That really needs to be the next... You know, I'm going to put that on my list here. I have a list of things I need to do. Ensign Cricket. That's the next video I need to write. Ensign Cricket. Yeah. Next video is the Ensign Cricket video. It's been It's been... The last Ensign Cricket video was in June. I know what the next Ensign Cricket video is. I have it halfway written. But it's such a big undertaking that I need to get onto it. What scout camp did you work at? I worked at Kathy Lambeth asked that. I worked at Massweepy Scout Camps. I don't know if anyone knows that it was run by the... It used to be... Oh god, I was part of the Iroquois Trail Council, but it was running the... I forget what they changed the name to. But out of Rochester, New York was the main... the sort of main hub of where they did stuff. But yeah, I used to be... So if anyone actually went there, I've met a few people, but I used to work at... I used to be the handicraft director, and then I became the assistant program director of the Massweepy Scout Camps. Jesse is drunk, so Jesse is not making sentences work good, coherent things. Yeah. Trey Johnson White says, "Hi, hi Jesse. Hope you're having a great stream. Random question: what's your favorite vegetable?" Ooh. Recently, my favorite vegetable probably would be onions. Recently, it's been Brussels sprouts. I've been enjoying Brussels sprouts and cooking
you must
Brussels
be
sprouts.
the one I got the message about.
But probably
How can
overall,
I
it'd probably be onions. I used to my old high school used to be the I used to be in Elba, New York, which I went to high school in Elba, New York, and it was the onion capital of the world. And I love the onion capital of the world. So there we go. Oh, Oni, thank you so much. I'm so hyped for your big video on work. Well, I hope everyone loves it. I'm honestly so excited to share that video on Friday with all of you. I'm trying to be very careful. Like, because I kind of want to build hype, but my video on Friday, I don't think I've ever been more emotional about the video than I am about the video I'm sharing on Friday. I literally hiked up I should not reveal this, but the video on Friday, I'll just say this. The video on Friday required a scene shot at the top of a mountain. Like, quite literally, for that script, it required a scene at the top of a mountain. And I shot... I could tell you the whole experience. There's a whole experience behind the scenes of this. But, and it was very miserable. But I had to hike up that mountain 3 times because I shot it the first time I went up there, it was not the right day, and there's a whole story behind that. And it was really sucked, and that was the day that a lot of my stuff got stolen. And some people know about that on Twitter. Second time I hiked up that mountain, I shot it, did it, and I even edited the whole video with that version of the scene. And I did not like how I delivered it, and so I had to hike up the damn mountain a third freaking time to get this video. And I'm happy with how the third version of this shoot came out, but just know, if for all of you watching this stream, there's going to be a scene in that video that is at the top of a mountain. Just know, it is the 3rd time I shot that video, and I finally felt okay enough. And the reason I hiked up 3 times was because this video means a lot to me. And everything that I share in that video is some of the most meaningful stuff that I've said. And I don't know if I don't know if it will... I don't know if the video imparts that emotion as much as I wish it would. Like, I feel like I've done other videos that are better at making you feel the emotion that I'm feeling. But the video on Friday is, to me, the most truthful video that I have made. So, there we go. Yeah, I'm just like staring into this Argonian as I do this.
Too big for me. Loud. You know of them? One of the most secretive of all. They find them in if you as the no. So, it was so.
Where's my quest here? I still only have 1 quest, and I know I'm bad about this. I should be more actively seeking side quests, but I'm just like trying to get some side quests here, and I forget how to get them, and I'm too enamored by the chat here.
Speak.
You mean a lot to me, all of you.
The Imperial Legion.
Let's see. Your determination mission, I get too discouraged with that kind of stuff, but I love it. I love it. Like, I climbed up that fucking mountain 3 times, but the reason I climbed up that mountain 3 times is because I wanted to make a video that imparted the feeling that I felt. You know, I shot the video 2 times, and I'm like, you know what, this could work. This works. But I want to do better. And I feel like that matters to me. I don't know. Yeah. The whole thing. And yes, I have had water, Elizabeth. I haven't had any since I started the stream. In fact, this is not water, but it's tea, and I'll take some tea. It is non-alcoholic, so I will have some non-alcoholic beverages. Okay. Nirnroot. I heard Nirnroot. Where's Nirnroot? Where is it? There it is. I've been too trained to know what Nirnroot is. So every time I hear Nirnroot, I just instantly know the sound. Because fuck Nirnroot, that quest is bullshit. Alright. Andrew said, it's almost 4 in the morning here. I've got stuff tomorrow. I have a bit of headache, but I saw the video and whelp. Which video you're talking about, Andrew? Well, thank you for joining us in the live stream. I'm not entirely sure which video you're talking about, but I hope your whelp is good whelp, not bad whelp. So, Loki Prime for Friday's video. I don't know if there's going to be fancy outfits, but there will be outfits. There will be outfit changes. I don't know if they'll be fancy, but there will be outfits. God, I hate this. I hate this mini game. Ah! Ah! There we go. Mother fracker! Oh my gosh. Okay. There we mother.
Stop!
Oh, and I did that right in front of everybody. I'll pay the gold. Oh. Sorry. I promised to pickle Jesse. I'm glad you're switched if you feel it's best for you, Jesse. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Jesse's Queen of Heart outfit says, yeah, I don't know why I wanted to break into the shop. That was the whole thing. I don't think I needed to break into the shop. I just need to wait until daytime. But I was just following the quest marker. So, there you go. Let's see. I have not heard of the Lusty Argonian Maid. Alright. I love how blatant... I love how blatant the bribery is, right? Isn't it? It's like, you can go to jail, you can resist arrest, or you can pay me some money. It's like, I wish, to be honest, I wish cops in real life did that. They were like, you can go to jail, you can resist arrest, or you can pay me some money. And but you know what? Fuck capitalism. Here's some money. Here you go. Fuck it. Again, not to make light of cop stuff, because cop stuff is a whole thing nowadays. But it is kind of funny in this game. Let me wait until the shop is open, instead of actually trying to break into the damn shop. Yeah, now see, I wasted all my fucking lock picks, and I could just walk in. This is, again, everybody, we're at drunk Jesse. We're at peak drunk Jesse, so, like, me understanding how this game works, I'm just following a quest marker at this point. Let's see. This is an Elder Scrolls game, Momo Chick. Alright, let's see.
I'm Finty. You must be referring to... I'm afraid.
All right. Well, then let's bribe you up.
I wish I could say that.
You like
Is
boasts?
that so? Oh, that's
and you like
great.
jokes.
What
okay.
nonsense. That's just talk. Don't wait. Well done. Oh, that's great. That's
Let's
really...
see.
You can't skip. Don't talk. I wish I could say I like that a lot. Is that... Where'd you get that? That's good. Don't... Well done. I wish... You're wait... Would you... Don't waste your... Would you... You... What nonsense. I don't... Well, you're wasting your breath. Can't do better than that. I'd like to help you, but the cost...
Love you, Drunk Jesse. Drunk Jesse is drunk. That's just Jesse's drunk. All right. Reading is for chumps, Jesse Gender. Please share that. Please, let's see. Sorry, Semt3X. Reading is for chumps. Please share that out. That is a officially Jesse Gender quote. Reading is for chumps. All right. Well, Andrew, 4 a.m. Please get some sleep, Andrew. Please get some sleep. It's almost 1 o'clock for me, and I probably need to go to bed in the near future myself. All right.
I'd like to help you, but I'm listening.
All right, I'm just gonna bribe you.
Oh
my God. Okay.
Good day.
Good day, sir. Good day. Peak, Drink, Jesse, both her and Sober Jess would welcome in my DMs any day, anyhow. You are just working very hard. Oh, why is this person running? Who are you? Who are you? No, cat person, come back. You're running, and I like running cat people. Running cat people have my sympathy.
Rasharad greets you. His brothers.
All right, well, okay, you were a lot less interesting than I thought you were. Okay. Third speech is a sign of impairment. That is true. Drunk Jesse is here. All right, I'm gonna save this game. I am going to play some Mirror's Edge now. I'm just telling you what we're gonna do. We're jumping to Mirror's Edge because I want to play a game that I can just power through. And I love Mirror's Edge so much. So we're gonna. Oh, is Newt here? Oh, someone said Kitty. Someone in the chat said Kitty, so I'm like, Newt. Where's Newt? But he's not here. So we're gonna play some Mirror's Edge before I go to bed because I'm gonna end this stream in probably about 30 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes. So we're gonna play some Mirror's Edge because I just want a game that I can just power line through. And Mirror's Edge is one of my favorite games of all time. And Jacob Geller did a great video on the graphics of Mirror's Edge. If anyone loves literally, Jacob Geller is one of my top 5 YouTubers of all time. It's like Jacob Geller and Brian David Gilbert are probably some of my 2 favorite YouTubers of all time. I love both of them. And Jacob Geller did a video on Mirror's Edge that I really, really love. And the graphics to Mirror's Edge. And Mirror's Edge is literally one of my favorite games of all time. So, if people want... Okay, I hate ranking people because, I legitimately would probably... I would rank people differently, but if people want 3 YouTubers that I would... If I can get anyone in this stream to do 3 things for me after this video, it's subscribe to Jacob Geller, subscribe to Curio, and subscribe to Brian David Gilbert. I love those 3 YouTubers. All 3 of them are great. I know! Sem3X, Semtex, I don't know how to say. Semtex is what your name is said. The band Traverches does a great song for this game. Traverches is my favorite band, period. I love Traverches. I have written a literal short film that I want to fund in the next 2 to 3 years. That is one of my goals. I want to fund this short film. It is a film about, it's a science fiction film about being non-binary. And it is set to the soundtrack of Traverses because I love them so much. I love Traverses so much. They're my favorite band, and they just released a new single, and I love them so much. Yeah, I literally have a short film about what it feels like to be non-binary to me, that I want to get funded in the next 2 to 3 years, that I want to direct, that is literally set to a soundtrack of Traverses. I say Traverses, I know they're called churches, but I call them Traverses. God, I love them so much. We're at... Okay, continue game. Kaylee Kez, you're not overreaching. You're totally fine. It's a-okay. I may not... I might miss... I sometimes miss people in the chat, and I apologize. I just want to make this clear to people. As I play the game, I'm playing the game here. Camera here. My chat is here. And so I pretty much see all of the chat, not all of it, but I take it all in. but I might miss some stuff, and I have to like actively call out when I read stuff. But I will probably generally read about 75% of the chat. So if you say something, I will generally read it, but I may not respond to all of it. So you're all okay. If anyone says anything that I do not like and find to be actively offensive, I will ban you or I will call it out on stream. If the reason I will ban somebody is if I think they're being like an actual troll and trying to be transphobic and harmful, which has happened a couple of times. So like if someone's actively trying to be like, you're not a woman, trans people suck, I will ban them instantaneously because they're not adding anything productive. If you're doing something that I find to be hurtful, but I understand where you're coming from, I will call AO on stream. Neither of those two things have happened on this stream. So just so you know, anybody who is on the stream, you are all wonderful and everything is okay. So I am generally pretty good about policing my chat as I play. So don't worry, no one feel bad about that. Anyways, we're going to play some Mirror's Edge here. All right. Nope, that was not where I was supposed to go. I love this game. Mirror's Edge, there's a reason. I love games that just like let you feel the experience of speed. Like that's why I love Sonic. But Mirror's Edge is also a game that like that really lets you feel like the experience of what it's like to like run fast. And I love games that like really let you experience the feeling of like what it means to move quickly in a game. And Mirror's Edge really captures that in such a profound way. It's like Sonic Adventure 2. And Mirror's Edge really captured that so well, and I really appreciate that. Like, this game weirdly reminds me of Half-Life in a strange way. It feels like, Mirror's Edge feels like Half-Life if it were much more kinetic instead of much more cerebral. Like, yeah, I think that's the difference, is Mirror's Edge is Half-Life if it were much more kinetic instead of like puzzle-oriented. Not that like this game is puzzle-oriented, but like there's a much bigger difference between like gameplay. Oh crap! It's been a hot minute. Don't judge me. I love this game. I love this game so much. So apologies if I suck at it. It's been a hot minute since I played it, but I used to play this game a lot. So apologies. If, I know I'm dying a lot. So. Please do not judge me too harshly. I love this game. I used to be able to speedrun the fuck out of this game, but it's been a hot minute since I played it, so please don't judge me too harshly. God damn it. Mirror's Edge 2. I like Mirror's Edge 2, but it was a dumb idea to make it open world. The issue with Mirror's Edge 2 was that it was open world. They made a bad choice to make it open world because I feel like Mirror's Edge should be a very curated experience, and because Mirror's Edge 2 was not that, they like tried to open world it. I think that they ran into problems. That's probably my biggest issue with Mirror's Edge 2. It should not have been open world. Like it's actually the mechanics of it are not bad. Some of the level design is not bad. It was also just very much a game designed to like force open world into it, and sadly, it was not a game that really could accommodate that. I'm supposed to go. Yeah, open world is forced into games is a stupid trend. Where am I supposed to go here? This is a bad. I hate this. Well, of course, I always get like my save files are always saved at the worst levels in a game, right? You know. All right, there we go. Alright, there we go. Now I remember where I'm supposed to go. Can you DM on... I don't know if you can even DM on YouTube chat. I doubt it. Because YouTube is a fairly, like, non-personal, like, series. Anyways. Alright. You haven't managed... Oh my gosh, this game is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game so much. It has been a hot minute since I played it, but I love this game with all of my heart. This is literally the worst level to showcase this game, because this level is awful, and I think I just got stuck on a thing. Oh my god, there we go. But this game is freaking wonderful. Okay, yeah, I was supposed to run for that. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's been a hot minute. I used to be very good at this game. I swear to God. Alright, I will get better at this. Let's see. Alright. There's that. There's that. And we'll jump up. And there. And there. And we will go through the entrance. There we go. Alright, now I remember how to play this game. There we go. I gotta remember how to do this. That's how you quick turn, jump, and then there we go. Okay, I remember how to do this. Okay. People are asking favorite games. My favorite is Control is definitely in there. Oh my god, why? Why? Is this level awful? Oh my god, I hate this. Okay. It has been way too long since I played a game like this. Alright. Oh my god, I used to be so... I am actually frustrated because it's like, I remember a time when I would play this game and like be so able to like rush through it, and now it's been a hot minute. Oh my god, why? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna quit to main menu. I'm going to go back and replay the second level, because the second level I would be better at. And that will actually be a better... Yeah, that'll be a better sort of tutorial, because it's been a little bit... it's been a little bit too long since I played this game. Von Tux, let's see, so someone says, Loki Prime says, Control is absolutely awesome. Like I said, my favorite... My video this Friday is very much inspired by Control, so if you haven't... Oh my god. Drunk Jessie is not the best to be remembering how to, like, use the controls of games that she hasn't played in a while. Alright, let's try and remember how to play this game. There we go. Now I remember. And then, how do I... Okay, yes. Alright. Alright, let's remember how to play this. There we go. Alright, I promise I am not this bad. As I die repeatedly. Oh my god, it's been way too long since I played this. Alright, we're gonna do this correctly. Alright, roll. Nope. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get this done. I've never played the Monkey Island games. Ian Manning, you asked if I played the Monkey Island games. I never have. I've wanted to for a while, but I've never actually played the Monkey Island games. I've been wanting to. The problem with the Monkey Island games is like they have early adventure game syndrome, where like there's a lot of obtuse like puzzles to them, where it's like, oh, it's like you have to like find like this sandwich. If you give this sandwich to this guy, he will give you the screwdriver that you need to unlock this random part of the map. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know how I was supposed to solve that puzzle. It was so randomly not to do with anything. That is my thing. That is my problem with old games like Monkey's Island, because like I feel like a lot of the puzzle solving in those games is very obtuse. which I do want to play them because I've heard nothing but good things about the story and some of the gameplay. But I feel like some of these story elements of it are very obtuse. And that's my problem with a lot of like old adventure games. I feel like the first like adventure game that I really got into was Walking Dead. The original Walking Dead games, oh my god, by Telltale. Telltale's Walking Dead were so good. It is like honestly like hard for me because it's like those games are so good. I feel like I want to go back and replay them because I feel like there's a lot of like I feel like I'd be able to like judge them with a critical eye nowadays. But those old games are so harsh nowadays. Hi! Bye! See ya! Peacing. Run away from these. Fuck the cops! Fuck the police! Let's get away from them. Alright.
I'm patching Celeste. You there, Sal?
What the hell's happening? I can hear gunshots and that bird seems a little too curious.
There we go.
Faith's on her way. Get your ass ready to move.
Just you playing this like the parkour scene in the office. Parkour, parkour! Hardcore, parkour! That is actually how I'm playing this game, and that is not what I intended. I used to be really good at this game. It sucks. I was really good at video games before the era of streaming, which sucks because like I am actually good at video games, but all the games I'm good at, I used to be good at before the era of streaming. Punch you right in the balls!
You ready, Sal?
Yep, I can see Faith now.
Alright. Okay.
Get to Celeste. There are more blues on the way.
Hey, someone here. His name's Celeste.
Hey, throw me the bags.
Yay! Good to see you back, Kaylee Kez.
I got it from here.
Okay.
Celeste, that's you. That's you, Celeste. Right there. Right there. That's you.
Get out of here.
That's your shadow. Alright, let's get out of here. Right? I am very mediocre at video games. I actually very much love, I swear I'm good at video games, says Lorca. Grab that line. And my cray ass is back for now. Whoop. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some of the chat here. Telltale was amazing. Yeah, old Telltale games were absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I love video games. I used to be very good at video games. Because I've been so busy lately, I have not, like the past few years, I have not been able to play video games as much as I would like to. And I used to be good at video games, but I have not been as good at them as I would like. So, alright, everybody. It is 1 o'clock in the evening. It is probably good for me to head to bed and have have a little detox period before the bed times. So I just want to let everyone know I love all of you. Heart to everyone. Quick little announcements. Just to do some announcements before I roll off to bed. Tomorrow, I will be doing my normal video game stream tomorrow. So if you want to come join me doing the same thing again, come join me tomorrow night. I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow evening. Also, I'm going to be probably a little bit later tomorrow evening than normal because I'm also going to be doing a thing with Museum of Pop Culture. I am going to be doing a sort of video. We're going to be doing a series where we do like a debate club sort of thing at the hot take seminar that they're doing. So come join us for that if you want. I posted information on that on my community tab. So if you want to join me tomorrow for the Museum of Pop Culture's hot take seminar, that is on my community tab. The information's there. Join me for that. But otherwise, if you don't want to join me for that, I will be here this tomorrow evening, probably playing video games. Maybe a little bit later than my normal time, but generally I'll be playing some video games tomorrow evening. But beyond that, next Friday is a huge video that I've been teasing throughout this entire stream. It's a huge video that honestly just shares a lot of my emotions, my feelings, and a couple of very important announcements about my life that are in that video that I won't say too much because I'll be I don't want to tease too much. But watch the video next Friday. It is honestly a video that is very meaningful to me. But beyond all of that, I just want to let all of you know that you're really lovely. So I'm just going to call out everybody that's in the chat here. Von Tux, Morgul's Tower, Semtex, Ian Manning, Wuntan Fool, Loki Prime, Kaylee Kez, who has been hitting him on me this entire stream, and I very much appreciated your flirting has been seen and has been appreciated. I am, believe me, very much appreciated. And let's see, but all of you, you are lovely and wonderful. Thank you for being a fantastic community. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for being absolutely wonderful. I love all of you. I give you all hearts. But beyond all of that, I hope that you all live long and prosper, and I'm gonna bid you all adieu. So have a good night, everyone.